Trevor sounds unhinged.
Yeah, that's a correct
But
way to say
but
it.
then especially the supplemental where John like confronts Martin. Martin! It's like, what? I lied on my CV, and he is like, oh, all right, that's way less bad than I imagined what you were lying about. Okay.
Nice.
But that's definitely not what he's lying about. Martin is so fucking suspicious. He's for sure up to something. I'm calling it.
Okay,
You shut your mouth and leave my poor boy alone.
No, Martin is death.
Yeah,
For
I'll
sure.
take that. I'll take that. I already slandered my own favorite,
to be
so
fair,
I'll take that.
to be fair, Chris would make a very good male Gertrude.
What the
or actually, or he just would make a perfect Gertrude, just flat out.
Actually, I when I was listening to it, I listened to this John, and I was like, hey, that sounds a little bit like Chris.
No,
and then he becomes unhinged, and like, nah, that's
nah. Chris is 100% Gertrude.
Nah, he's in my mind, he's mixed up between Gertrude and Georgie.
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Chris is Chris. No one else.
Anyway, how is everyone doing? Hi, welcome to session 69.
I'm highly amused.
Apparently, I'm not German Gertrude.
No, she's not German. She's British. Very, very, very British.
All of them are very British.
But nobody in England is called Gertrude.
Gertrude is.
She is in her 80s. It's an old name.
It's basically the real world equivalent of Elisha.
Screw you, hippie.
Wow.
And she was like, oh yeah, there's these like very bad powers that are fucking with the world. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna make them my bitch.
Yeah, Chris as Gertrude.
That's Cassius, not Vieira.
No. She's like,
Shinny, don't spoil shit for
I don't know what Gertrude is up to. As far as I know, Gertrude is dead.
No, Gertrude is dead.
Then shush.
You heard about her body, so yeah, she's dead.
Shush.
Ginny giving away all the spoilers again.
I will be quiet now.
You got a shush on that, but still, your comparison it hit me like a train wreck, so I'm very amused.
Anyway.
Just be glad, Chris, that you're not Michael. Then it's all fine.
No, Michael is Bay. Keep your words out of my ears. Don't you dare.
You made her so angry she forgot language.
Yeah. It was just like brain stops halfway through the sentence. You could literally
your words out of my I don't know, ears.
Things.
What are these things called again? I don't know.
It's the rage.
I don't know, but I will murder you.
You leave my baby alone.
Alright. Okay. Sorry, off topic.
Yeah, I already rag on all of my other favorite villains. You can't rag on Michael. Michael is not touchable.
So anyway, before this turns into like the Magnus Archive fangirling, like what podcast? There we go, fangirl podcast. Let's kick off the recap of what happened last time. Chris, take it away.
Some stuff happened.
I fucking hate you.
Not very much at all happened, actually.
I think for the first time in 4 weeks, we had a session that lasted longer than 12 minutes.
Longer than 12 minutes in game.
In game, yeah,
Yes.
obviously. I mean,
obviously.
Real life, nobody talks about that. So, we started around about 8 p.m. ish in game. Where, as I recall, we had just dispatched Berniak, Bernie, that's it.
Burlap sack.
Burlap sack, that's the one. We just dispatched a burlap sack. The nightmare that is Misha had appeared and kind of coalesced out of the tree, and then a whole bunch of nightmare fuckery
and turned into a
proceeded.
big bloated nightmare balloon. Yes.
Yeah. turned into a big bloated nightmare balloon, calling all the other spirits and stuff that were under its control to the tree to be sacrificed, essentially. So all of those souls, including some that we knew and some that we didn't care about at all, were sucked into the tree, which gave it some sort of energy or power, and the tree started spurting up growth-wise into the ceiling, roots kind of cracking the stonework and breaking upwards. At that point, I think we were essentially under combat conditions, and we started to flee. Some of us did. One of us decided to run in and start beating on the tree with a wooden stick, hoping that might do something, and was then taken down in less than a round and had to be saved. We managed to get away from the tree. We managed to convince everyone that actually we needed to get out of here because Avahyra had sent us a mental communication that they had been attacked by specters and that Bertram was dead. Or, yeah, he was dead. And we had 10 rounds to get there. With a bit of magic jiggery pokery, Viera ended up as a hasted shadow panther racing through the corridors to get to Bertram, essentially. Much to Shinny's annoyance, she stealthed past all of the goblins and managed to make it to the hole, climb up in time, whilst everybody else was fighting skeletons.
But you ran into the skellies first.
Yeah, like ran straight through the skellies, took a little bit of damage here and there, not that big a deal. Managed to shoulder them off, get past them, get to the area where the goblins were, stealthed, snuck past all the goblins, got to the hole where the rope was dangling and managed to climb up that. And then managed to get to, I think it took about 4 rounds to get to Bertram.
6.
All in all, 4, 6, something like that.
Oh, pretty impressive.
Yeah, fairly impressive for saying that I was moving at like 300 a round or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That's faster than a dragon. That's like 4 times faster than a dragon.
No, dragon. Oh, yeah.
Dragons fly at 80.
Yes.
So it's like almost 4 times the dragon speed.
Well, this is why I find the 80. Never mind. I will not now go into the details of me being irritated by that flying
But
speed.
really, that was my plan all along, so I didn't have to finish the recap. Anyway, so we managed to get... just reading through my notes, because that's probably what I should be doing, to be fair. So we killed the skeletons. Viera managed to get to Bertram and revivify him. That's true. We need to knock off a diamond. I never deducted the diamond for that. Yep, she commands bizarrely, like everyone's like, oh, we're getting ready to leave. And Viera's like, no, you're going to stay put until we're all here. And they were all just sitting there adhering to the fact. I think Viera was a little bit stunned by that, is what I've got written in my notes. Like, why the fuck are they actually listening to me? Anyway, we managed to get out of the mine, but there were some casualties of war, if you want to call it that. We heard the screams from the kobolds as we were climbing up the well, and managed to get out of the mine eventually. We were all kind of standing around, just kind of, I think, glad to be out. And my headset's just said it's going to start dying. Great. It's been plugged in all week. As we were standing around kind of deciding what to do, we heard some screams coming from the town, which is a little bit disconcerting given that it's an hour's walk away.
You kind of skipped over a bunch there.
No, we didn't.
Yes, the tree was
my
actually
notes
the
literally
roots.
have.
You came out of the well, You kind
Yeah,
of patch
but we
yourself up.
didn't know what happened.
Yes, but
because
you were
we weren't
seeing
in
the
town.
roots coming out of the wall in the room where the goblins were. And then you started
That's not in my
retreating.
notes because I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started retreating, and basically we found out that in the main chamber, like the roots also, everything kind of looked dead again.
Yeah.
Like crumpled, but
Crumpled
we still...
into ash, yeah. And there were also kobold bodies that were like pierced through and impaled and sucked dry.
Yeah. But we still made our way like quite carefully through everything.
Yes.
That took a little bit of time.
Yeah,
because
which took about half an hour. And by the time you reached then the exit of the mine, you could hear the muted screams in the distance of the town because the wind was
Okay.
carrying it uphill.
I don't have any of that written down in my notes, so obviously Vera was paying attention to too many other things, and none of that. I've just got written down that we're standing outside debating what to do, and we start to hear the screams coming from town, so we were actually already outside when
Yes.
that happened.
Mhm.
Ava suggests that she can send an arcane eye to investigate the town, but we need to head a little bit closer because it only lasts for an hour and we're an hour away. So we walked 15 minutes close to town, and then she did her arcane eye. Then, because she was senseless looking through the eye, we picked her up and carried her to head away from town so that we would
You heard something else on top of the screaming, by the way. There was this like roar combined, like 1,000 voices screaming in pain at the same time.
Yeah, we did hear that. And kind of that alludes to the fact that when Avahira managed to get to see the town, there was evidence that there was no sign of this dragon skeleton anymore.
Yep.
And that essentially it looks like the skeleton had stood up and destroyed most of the town as it was getting up. Because obviously it was quite big and it was cold around most of the town. Anyway, we headed away from town to make camp. Ava then kind of came out of the eye after having spent 15 minutes looking through the town and all the destruction and stuff. And she describes to us the destruction in town. Every single person is dead. Some have their chests burst open. Indy was dead in what appeared to have been kind of a last stand fighting the piles of corpses that surrounded her. Guessing that the villagers were controlled or turned by the same spikes through the chest that made the daughter become a wooden puppet creature thing. Something along those lines. Bertram suggests that we need to research this further at the school, and we decide to camp the night and send some messages, and then send some messages in the morning as well. I think Samira sent some messages. One message.
Not yet.
Did you send? You
Not
didn't
yet.
send any message. It was Giuseppe that sent messages, wasn't it?
Yes.
He
Yeah,
sent messages
Creo, yeah.
to Creo
And
and
the
to
school.
the school,
Yeah.
essentially warning Creo that we would need some transport soon. From I assume he said from where, but you never actually told us the nature of the messages. So, and presumably told the school what was going on and for people to start like researching and investigating it.
Mhm.
Aside from that, Giuseppe did a Learman's tiny hut,
Mhm.
and we all kind of, bar Nimrod, because there's 9 of us and it only supports 8, bar Nimrod, we all kind of settled down to make a campsite with the idea of kind of sleeping inside the bubble. And I think that's pretty much where we left off.
I think there was like one important thing to mention, but like I left it off in the evening. But there were some like basic plans made that we would go to Harimanera, and
Harimanera?
to take the
Oh my god.
to take the ship, the Mother of Mercy, to the capital of
Yeah,
Vincrania.
that was
Yeah.
why we spoke to Creo in the
Yes.
message. So
Yeah.
That was I think the overall plan.
Yep.
But I don't think we have like decided exactly what we can do, what we will do about the town. And there was some
No,
RP
I
in
mean,
between.
the other thing that we talked about was that we should send messages to the tribes closest to this catastrophe first and warn them.
Yeah.
About what's happened and what might be heading their way, and then send messages to the tribes furthest away and tell them to notify all the other tribes, presumably going from closest to furthest. They will cover the distance twice as fast as if we only send it to war. But and kind of in the midst of all of this, the artifacts themselves have largely been forgotten. Just wanted to point that out as a player perspective.
Yeah. Pressing things at hand.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
priorities of immediate death took a...
Before we start
head.
properly, I just want to point out, please do a thing. I think Chris and Lena already did it, but Abel, on the menu side, when you
It doesn't save it, so when you log out and log back in, it's undone it for me.
okay,
Oh, it's saved for me, but it's not every town. It's just a couple that have
Yeah,
the
But
ones.
like you used to be able to click on Hollowstone, and I can't do that now, so I had to redo it. when I
Oh,
logged in.
okay. Mine was saved.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do I need to do?
so you have like something that looks like a banner on the left side.
Yeah.
Click on that, and then you have like something that looks like a pin, like a purple thing. And you click on that, and then go back.
Wait,
to...
wait. A banner on the left side.
Journal
Yeah.
notes.
Where you're like,
Then-
Where
where
you
you're
click on the
like-
calendar or the character
token
or the
controller.
Underneath the
ruler,
anvil.
etc.
Underneath the anvil.
Underneath the anvil. Which
Yeah.
anvil? Where is
Well,
that?
you
Oh yeah,
usually
okay,
weigh
yes,
measure.
I see the anvil. Okay, I see the banner. I see the purple pin. Yeah.
Yeah.
click on it,
So
and then go
click
back
on the purple pin.
to the person icon.
Yeah.
Controls the usual.
And can you still see on the map like all the like icons?
And then double click on Hollowstone, for example.
You can only see Hollowstone, and I can double click on Hollowstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if
So
you
that's
can
fine.
see like Northgate and such.
You'll be able to do Northgate, which will just
North-
give you a district list of towns, and you'll be able to do
Northgate, I
twos
don't.
and-
Oh, actually, yeah. Northgate, Bones of Remembrance.
Tucson, yeah, like you have the same
yeah.
ones
Yeah.
that I have, I think.
yeah, you should all have the same ones. Yes.
Yeah.
And Hollowstone with a nice little skull icon.
Yeah,
over it.
and
Yeah.
if you double click on Tucson, this is gonna be in the future how the towns will have the info. Basically, like I used to have on Campfire, but it's gonna be inside the game now.
Oh, thank fuck, because Campfire took a lot for me to load always.
Yes, it's very slow, and now it's like complete in the game, and I decided to go with this one. And because it's actually journal notes, I'm not gonna accidentally delete them.
Yeah. Alright. That's awesome.
Perfect.
So I also had the Chernowalk tribe info that I gave you, and the Bones of Remembrance. Basically, what Samira saw is in there. Now you all can see it, because she shared that information with you guys.
Oh, everyone could see it, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone can
Alright.
see it. I haven't read it.
Because that's effort. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
haven't read it because Samira has definitely not explained it in this many words. and this coherent.
Yes.
If I wanted to read, I'd go to a library on Sunday afternoon.
Oh jeez,
Log
it's
in
like
to
a
play
fucking
D&D.
book.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So
I
Holy
was
shit.
racing
there's
each
an
each
entire
round to
fucking
read it.
volume in each paragraph.
Yeah. Yeah. I was racing to fucking read each round because it was getting a new one each round.
Yeah.
We have a fast reader and I didn't keep up.
This is what I aspire my next character background to be like. Jesus. Alright.
I mean, like, none of you actually realize on how much information I sit all the time at every given moment.
I think we do realize we just don't want to sit and read it all.
That's great. Even when I tell you out loud, nobody cares. Nobody remembers. And GM is sad. Perpetually.
Spoilers.
Yeah, just
Anyway.
breathe in real deep.
So,
That's why we have the bones of remembrance. If we don't remember, we should go there.
Yeah,
Get memories.
exactly.
yeah, awesome.
And then
Amazing.
you gotta read.
Let me get you back into session properly. So you were at the campfire.
Yeah, back in character, back in character.
Um,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
just read the last post, Lena.
No! No!
Now,
Is everything
No.
okay over there?
No!
I don't think so. I saw the drawings of one character eating the arm of another character, and I was like, okay.
Yes! I made those memes.
And like it's so
I upset
homemade.
her.
Wow.
Yeah. I upset her so much she actually made memes.
Wow.
I didn't do everything. I pulled the pictures. But the one with the collage I did.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm so proud of myself that
I
actually
saw
got
it
her to
and
make
was
memes.
like, okay, what's the context? And then I had my own RP, and then I was like, ooh, wait,
Yeah,
something happened.
Yeah.
yeah. The first
this
half
is-
hour after she left me with
And
a fucking...
this is exactly where we're gonna kick it off. So, it's an hour later. We said that Samira took the first watch, right?
Did we?
Did we?
That's what she
She-
said.
yeah.
If you
Yeah,
would have
she
paid
said that.
attention, Chris, yes, that is what she said.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she took the first watch. I mean, along with Layla, because Layla doesn't really sleep. So,
Well, you say that.
yes,
Well, I mean, if you're taking first watch, then Vieira's asleep. That's why I didn't pay attention.
yeah, there you go. However, an hour into that, so basically, Cass's whatever stuff happened, right? At the end of that, it's about like an hour later. You see Samira coming down from where Nimrod is outside the camp. I described to you what you see because your insight is through the fucking roof. So,
Oh, he got a description.
I mean, yes, that
Okay,
Samira.
okay.
Well, I gave in the basics that she looks like she cried.
Yeah. Before she
And-
was in her campsite, she would have
Yes.
tried to wrap herself together.
Yeah. I mean, she's not actively crying, but there's like, you know, the telltale signs. Again, Cass's the inside, even passive, is fucking disgusting, right?
Yeah.
And your passive deception is abysmal.
Excuse me.
No, it actually isn't. I'm sorry. Wait, I
Yeah.
have to check. I have to
It's
check.
16.
Yeah, rip.
Yeah. Pants. Give me a second. Just checking. No, yes, the cast is still can read you. It's fine.
It's easy.
Easy. Yeah, 16 versus 18. Cassius wins. Sorry.
Okay, I'm just gonna passively intimidate you to get the fuck away because that's 19. No, she's not doing that.
No, but like, I'll let you take it away from here. So like, Samira's coming back. It's the end of the,
Yeah.
you know, the 1 hour. Cassius saw what he saw.
When she's coming around basically within firelight distance where she's getting illuminated, so she just wiped her face, stuffed something into her pack, and is just kind of putting on a mask of nothing happened. It's just stony cold mask.
Yeah.
But it's wobbly.
Feel
You
free
can
to
see that.
describe in what she sees when she arrives because you're at the campfire.
Well, she also would see Layla and Cassius like a little bit outside, like further from the rest. And with this time, Layla with her head in his lap and sleeping. Or she has her eyes closed, at least. And Cassius is sitting there smoking. Because that's what he does now, apparently. And he would see her, like, come back. And kind of depends on which direction she would come from. And if they would have some kind of moment for eye contact. And he just looks at her, and he tries to make contact with Samira.
Well, I assume my watch is 2-hour shift, so I still have an hour left. So I would have made myself next to one of the campfires, so he would have had time to initiate eye contact. Yeah.
And he kind of just like raises an eyebrow.
There's the face scrunch where the nose gets scrunched, kind of.
And he would kind of like, because you would see he's kind of like in a position with Layla sleeping on his lap, and he's kind of like pointing to her and then pointing to himself, and then back to Samira, like, should I join you? But then mimicking with hands.
Samira just looks at you two for a good 20 seconds, almost a minute, shakes her head, and just sits down. I wonder, like, nearby places.
Okay.
Just
Then...
avoids, then avoids looking at you. She's just staring in the fire.
Yeah, then he would, like, step back a little bit again. But he will keep an eye on her. And that's it. And probably fall asleep after an hour. Because he's beat.
Would you wake up for the next shift?
Did anyone offer?
I mean, there's plenty of people around, so like we don't even have to go into detail. There's nothing happening for the night, so there's no. I don't care about you know.
The only thing that I would have done is send off, like I said, the first 2 messages, which are to Chieftain Danuk and the Lord Asberg.
Okay, so
I can send.
What are you sending? I'm also opening the freaking word counter in the meantime. You want me to link you the word counter?
No, I'm doing it on Word.
Okay.
That also got word counter. There you go. Posted it to you.
Oh, okay. That's what you send them? Okay.
Yeah, it's all the information they need. I can only give 2 tonight.
So you're sending one to the chieftain of the tribe, yes?
Chieftain to the tribe, and one to Lord Asberg, which is the lord of the last thing where we wanted to get the timber from initially.
That you didn't even meet.
Yeah, I just saw him walk by. I mean, this is...
Yeah.
He doesn't fucking know me, but it's a warning.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I try to give Nutri as possible all the details that they need right now. I can give them more information later on, but that's what they need right now.
Okay. The chieftain will just confirm, right? Very gravely, and they say they will pass it on as quickly as they can, within reason. The mayor is confused, right?
Yeah.
And basically, you get like the direct responses of a confused mind not being used to sending, where like, what the fuck is going on here? Basically, like like almost like you get like a service read of the direct of like, what is going on here? Am I hearing things now? Like, and then basically by the time he goes like, hello, the 20 words are over, right? And the spell ends.
I can send him another one after my last hour, but yeah, that's all I have on there now.
So yeah, but the chieftain of the tribe will say that they will send some wolves to Northgate as well to warn them as well. So you can tick off Northgate, you can tick off the Chernovolk tribe, right? And you can tick off Wind I'll just open up the map because
Yeah, that's great because they're the one where I didn't really
Windrock.
get a person
Capital.
to get
Right,
the
yeah.
location for. Oh, they're getting the capital. Okay. Okay.
Oh no, wait, no. The chieftain of Karen. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah,
Oh, the
that's
mayor.
the one that.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
That's the problematic one for me, anyways, because I couldn't have
So
gotten anything to
yeah,
them.
he would have still been confused, right? Because again, these are not people who are used to this kind of stuff, right? So they're freaked out, right? But that also gives you good information on how to maybe rephrase your next sendings. Of like, you can talk back to me by thinking the words, right? Or something like that. If you want to. Just a suggestion, but yeah. You don't know what the outcome of the village is, or whether he's gonna warn anyone, because it didn't say in your answer. But the chieftain of the Chernivog, of the deity over there, definitely was like, all right, thank you for letting us know. We'll send out warnings into 3 directions. Which a good assumption is that he will send out basically Northgate, Holden, and Friendwin.
Give me a second. I'm forming, like, after that last hour of my watch, I'm forming another message to the Lord Aspect.
Take your time. So are you going to take another short rest and then set off another one, or are you going to do it tomorrow?
Well, the watch would that count for an like the conversation. The first hour was like short rest. We counted that. So, the second short hour of my watch, would that count as another short rest?
I mean, it would technically be, yes.
Yeah.
But
so
I
after
didn't
that,
count you as 2 full hours of watch. I counted you as 1 because you have
Oh.
enough people to switch
Okay.
your Rooney, right?
All
But you
right.
can do
All
another
right.
hour of watch, sure.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
but I need to know, like, you did another hour of basically short rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then who are you sending it to?
Give me a second.
Nobody else was cried on, right? Ava didn't do the scrying yet. This is gonna be in the morning, so as far as I think we agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, because Giuseppe already used his messages for the school and for
Yes.
Trio.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sending this to Lord Asperg again, so he has the context.
Didn't whisper.
Fail.
Whoops. That's a fail. Delete. Fuck whispers.
You can respond to this message, alright.
Yeah. Fuck off. There we go. Plop. There we go. And even though the Chernivog are already alerting Northgate, I'm sending my last sending to the Captain Piotr, because if something happens tonight, they have the morning already.
Oh, okay. I need to send you back something from Captain Piotr.
Mm-hmm.
Too late. You have
He's
whispered
already
us.
dead.
Too late.
Yeah.
We are all wooden puppets now.
Shut up. No. Nah.
just get back to Michael Yeah, exactly. That would be creepy as fuck, though. If that's
It's
what you
such a
get
good
back.
laugh, yeah.
Oh my god. Like if I had a character that was sending messages and would get that back, I would just like, okay,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
stopping the spell. Like this spell doesn't exist for me anymore. Bye.
I am traumatized. But yeah,
Okay.
hopefully Lord
I got-
Aspect now knows what is up.
Oh, you get a response from Piotr.
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
¿Qué pasa?
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
The mayor of Karen will, however, confirm, and they will send boys running into the closest towns, one of them being Holden. So they will send somebody to Windrock, to Siragard, to Cliff Reach, and to the Drazen Falls.
That's good. That's very good. Oh fuck. Oh no.
I mean,
And this is the
Cassius is
last
still
message.
awake.
And this is the last mission I sent off. So fuck.
Yep.
The China folk need to be warned. Fuck. Yeah. I think Cassius would if Cassius is still awake after the 2 hours.
That's the point when he's going to pass the fuck out, so be quick.
Yeah. She's just muttering under her breath. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Okay, at that point probably he will very slowly get up, place Layla's head carefully down. Let's make his way over to her.
She's just kind of aghast, holding her hand in front of her mouth, like just.
You know, he approaches, like puts a hand on her shoulder and like squats down next to her. What's up? What's wrong, Samira?
I was sending messages. It seemed to be going well. Then I sent it to the captain of the guard in Northgate, and the Iron Guard has taken the city over.
Okay. As in
And
killing people, or
as in, he was kind enough to respond as that we shouldn't come back, that there's a warrant out for Nimrod, that the Iron Guard has taken over the city, as in the people I had that vision of, if you remember. And I just warned the Eternal Folk as well, and they're going to Northgate to warn them, and what the... Oh no. I can't send anything anymore.
should we wake up Giuseppe? Maybe he has something left.
If he can. If he can, they need to be warned. Can he even reach? He can't reach them. He doesn't know them. He doesn't know them.
If he knows anyone in Northgate.
Fuck. Not in Northgate.
Or where?
I first, an hour ago, I messaged a chieftain of the Chernavok.
Mm-hmm.
They sent out wolves to warn people.
Oh.
A couple of them were sent to Northgate, right into the Iron Guard. That was an hour ago.
We'll just have to rely on the fact that they will be careful. There's nothing we can do because the chance that Giuseppe even knows those random scouts that got sent is minimal. And he doesn't know the chieftain. We can try to give him the image of the chieftain, but that's not going to be much.
Tomorrow morning, I hope they can still. I hope they can still do something.
I can try to give him the image of the chieftain with just very minor stuff.
Would that work? I don't
We
just talked about only scrying working, right?
I have no clue. You know how this shit works. And it's the same thing, right? So if for you an image would be enough, it would also be for him.
Shay, do I think an image would be enough?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's ask him then.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So, come on.
All right. Thank you.
And it helps her up, and together, I guess they make their way over to Giuseppe, who's in the middle of the tiny hut.
Yeah.
And supposedly he's asleep.
Yeah, snoring away.
Going to go up to him and wake him up carefully. Just put my hand on his shoulder. Hey, you awake?
Roll me something. No, he's like very deep asleep, right? So you gotta do more than like put your hand on his shoulder and
Just, like shake him a little bit.
yeah. So then basically you need to like shake, shake, right? And then he goes, and then he wakes up with the, of the, it's not gracious.
Yeah.
Nobody said ever that Giuseppe is gracious. And then he wakes up and looks at you and asks you what's going on.
So we just sent some messages, but we heard that
we had some bad news and
Northgate is taken over by the Iron Guard. There's some kind of
historical shit is re-emerging again. And can you send a message now still? Do you have the energy for it?
He should still have if he uses like higher level spell slots.
Yeah, you can upcast, no problem.
Yeah.
Can you, can Cassie show you an image and can you send a message to them? Is that possible?
He's like, yeah, that should do the trick.
Thank you. Right. Cassis will show you a picture of a chieftain of the Xenofolk, and please, in your message, warn them that the Iron Guard has risen up in Northgate. I already warned them of the danger, but to stay away from the city, if possible.
It's hard to make a illusory image in the palm of my hand, as closely resembling the chieftain as possible. If you want me to roll something for it, I would be completely okay with it.
Intelligence, just general intelligence check, please.
Ooh.
Yeah, no problem. At all.
As he looks kind of surprised at his own power. It's like, ooh, pretty good.
What's the spell disease? 15 sending. There's no there's no save. It just does it.
It just happens. Yeah. So he will upcast it with like probably the 5th level, or no, he used all his sending for the 3rd level. So we do that. And he upcasts because he sent 2 messages. So he already used the 4th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
So he will do another 4th level spell. 4th level slot for sending.
He will then ask you
Mm-hmm.
whether you still want to warn the town, however. Northgate.
I already warned the captain of the town.
Okay. Oh yeah, right.
Include that in the message that they already warned, and to pull the wolves. The wolves
Well,
don't need
he
to
can't,
engage.
like, he goes like, that's, like,
Okay.
limited.
Alright, as you already did, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So, like, well, then they know. Then there's no additional warning necessary.
Yeah.
He will say that the chieftain responded that they will take care of it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Giuseppe.
Anything else?
I guess he will walk back with Samirim.
Yeah, he will just plop back and.
Yeah, I'll just pick somebody for next watch shift because I'm adrenaline crashing right now. Again.
Before she moves off, like Cassie will just like put another hand on her shoulder, like both hands on both shoulders now, and just like, what's up? What happened?
What?
You don't look okay.
I mean, is anyone after today?
Extra not okay.
There was an unfortunate conversation, but it's no problem of yours.
I mean, it affects you, so it is my problem.
I mean, I might have fucked up the miscommunication thing.
Did he
As
leave?
I always do.
Did he leave?
No, he offered to still accompany us. He's kind like that.
Okay. But if he's not gone, you can fix it, right?
I mean, I want to. I want to, yeah. Just... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I overstepped, and I wouldn't begrudge him not wanting to.
Overstepped? In what way? What do you mean?
Like I said, there was a miscommunication. Apparently, I thought I made sense. Apparently, it didn't make sense, and then I didn't leave when he wanted me to leave, and that was shitty of me. And then it blew up. You know how I don't get a clue sometimes.
It's okay. He's still around. Just, fix it. It's not unfixable. We've seen that before. Right?
Yeah.
Look, it's very obvious he cares about you. And that you care about him. So, just find a way and maybe put a shoe in your mouth at some point. But yeah. The fact that he's still around and he hasn't gone away yet means that he also wants to fix it.
Okay.
If you want me to talk with him,
No.
probably not gonna help.
That's my problem. I need to. Maybe tomorrow.
Just give him some rest. You get some rest.
Yeah.
It's been a very long day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to do tomorrow.
How are you doing?
I haven't slept yet, so I don't know.
All right.
I'll be
Well,
fine.
she's sleeping apparently. That's new.
Yeah. That's new. She's also struggling with what happened.
Yeah. Of course she is.
And depending on the new decisions tomorrow, but she already made it clear that she wants to go back to the town. And I will support her in this.
All right.
We need to come to terms with what happened. We need to see what happened. And we need to make sure it doesn't become another fucking spawning ground for any other nightmares.
Yeah. I'm scared to see what happened, but I have to. You're right.
Even the fact that there might be someone alive. I don't think there will be, but there might be.
It would be a miracle.
But we need to see what happened there. We need to ensure that no much more worse comes from that shithole.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Fuck yeah.
So
No quiet days for us.
no quiet days. For now, we should sleep.
Yeah. You get some rest too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stay up too long.
No, I won't.
All right. Okay.
And he just hugs her.
Yeah. Squeezes right back. Thanks for checking in.
Of course.
And I'm happy for you. Just so you know.
Thank you.
Right. Good night.
Good night. Yeah.
Off to bed it is.
Off to sleep.
Awesome.
Awesome.
2, Viera wakes up around 2 a.m. Ow! Wait, stop! You're back on the thing. I need to turn it down. Okay, now I can talk.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for the warning, Shinny.
Wow, like no, when he unmuted, I knew exactly what was going on. It's like, Jesus Christ, that would have blown our eardrums.
Kapow, motherfuckers. Yeah, Viera is just gonna retrieve her bow that she dropped outside of the tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
And who is awake, if anyone?
Well,
Who's on watch?
I would say at this point it would be probably Ava and Bertram.
She'll have a conversation with Ava and Bertram and quietly and kind of shuffle over to where they are.
Okay, yeah.
And just ask Bertram, first of all, kind of how he's doing, how he's recovering.
He had serious things like this in the past. It's like, he's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the first time he was cutting it this close either. There's a strange uraneness, he says that.
Yeah, I get the impression he likes the excitement, but she's not going to say anything.
No, that's not. You would not read that with your insight at all.
20 insight? What do I read?
There is some kind of insider joke there that you're not quite getting related to near-death experiences.
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't like it, mind you. Like, you know, it took it out of him. He is visibly tired, right? But you can see basically on both of their faces, this is part of the job. This is part of the risk you take when you're looking for things that not a lot of people are looking for.
Yeah.
This is the price of knowledge, basically.
Yeah. Via is just going to kind of light conversation with those two. Kind of ask Avahira how she's doing as well and make sure that they're both okay. In the meantime, she's going to kind of set about brewing a healing potion. With the last 4 hours of her watch, so that's what she's going to be doing.
As a reminder, Bertram.
Yep.
Um,
Boy with grey hair.
Yes. Pretty boy. Pretty boy.
Yep.
And pretty elf. Pretty elf.
Yep.
So yeah.
So yeah, unless they've got kind of anything impactful to throw in.
They will note that they want to go back to the town tomorrow morning.
To rummage for supplies.
To make sure that whatever might be of necromantic nature is burned. They know of too many things that happened in the past where an entire town of dead people might turn into way worse things. And this is Avahira stressing this. Like, her people have experiences in the past.
Before it becomes a bigger problem.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
She would hate to walk away from a town that might become ground zero for the next undead scourge.
Yeah. You say that like there's been one already.
In the past, yes, there has been. She will say. One such scourge has been caused by our own people. Was not planned that way. We sought to defend ourselves against the human invaders about 3,000-4,000 years ago. And it didn't work out too well. We lost control. And the undead turned on us as well.
Calling me unsurprised.
There are remnants of those things still out there. Right before the red light, there were waves. I think I remember that there was outside influence that stopped a quarter of like the actual forces in a part of the middle continent. I don't know the details. It's in our historical knowledge preserved, but I remember stories because it happened right before the red light. One of the things that happened was that there was an undead dragon raised as well. But yeah, I don't want this to be like that. I'd rather we go back and make sure that the remnants are burned, and if I did overlook any survivors, that we tend to them. But we can talk about that in the morning, because that needs to be a group decision. Anything else you want to talk to them about?
Nothing specific, no. She's just gonna brew a basic healing potion in the remaining 4 hours or so.
Okay.
So that's kind of 6 a.m. That takes me up until. Presumably, nobody else is awake at this point.
No, people would be like slowly waking up.
Do you need me to roll anything for the potion, or it just succeeds?
No, it just succeeds. You have enough time to do it. Layla will wake up before everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me an insight check. If you're paying attention to her at all.
Well, I mean, she would notice she's stirring, probably. So.
Okay. I'm asking you, like, so I guess you know that answers the.
Is that a yes?
But are you paying attention to her or not? I guess, like, yes, your role
Yes.
means yes. Okay, thank you.
Yes, she stirred, so Viera would pay attention to her.
Oh,
if she
stirred, not you stirred the potion. Okay, like.
No, she stirred awake, therefore I paid attention.
Amazing. I already just like, no, Viera stirred the potion. It's like, she stirred, so she didn't pay attention. It's like, never mind.
English.
English. Fucking love it.
I don't have a cauldron on the fireplace here that needs stirring. I'm literally
Yeah, no, you-
full of herbs.
I don't know. I didn't even know why I rolled it. She couldn't even like make it even on a nat 20.
Good luck with that.
Also, let me actually do her long rest.
Oh yeah, does that mean I get a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, I get a long rest.
That means that removes her level of exhaustion, which is good.
It just fucked my spot points again. Does that every time I long rest. Oh yeah, fuck me.
Anyway,
I need to prepare my spells.
yeah, before you do that, focus.
Yeah.
So she looks distracted because she's a very focused person most of the time, because there's not really a time when she's like turned off, if you know what I mean, right?
Mhm.
Especially because her job is at the moment not over. I wouldn't say disturbed is the correct word, but it comes closest to what you're saying.
She looks unsettled from her dreams, basically. I'm assuming.
Yeah, you could read it as that, yes. That's what you see.
Does she look like she wants to talk about it or
She
not?
never looks like she wants to talk about anything. She's a very independent person. She's not used to relying on other people to share. Like, this is literally what she's currently learning to do with Cassia's spirit, full stop, right? She has been consciously making an effort with all of you to talk, but you have already gained the impression that this is something she is doing now for the very first time in a long time or ever. You don't know. But it looks like it takes her an effort. So she's not somebody who's like naturally like, oh, please come to me to talk, right? Which probably means that she's carrying a whole boatload of things on her shoulders that she never shares. Kind of the downside of being a person like that, right? in that regard, she's very similar to Cassius.
Vera won't say anything. She'll just give her a nod as if to say, like, acknowledge she's woken up. And then carry on maintaining her equipment. She's just going to pull the arrows out of her quiver and clean her quiver out.
And then the rest starts slowly, gradually over the next half an hour. Everyone wakes up. You can all do a long rest, sorry.
Do I regain my sapped strength now?
Yes, with the long rest,
Awesome.
you do. And if you could, please make the NPCs do long rests. That would be great.
Alright.
I'll do Batra.
After preparing spells, Vieira's going to kind of get up and just walk around the camp a bit, looking for any kind of bird that might be nearby.
Yes.
And she's going to use the time that she's got to do a ritual cast of Animal Messenger.
Okay.
And she's going to send a message to her sister.
Okay.
And she's going to obviously give the description of the person that they're looking for as someone who looks like me, an elf, traveling roughly in that direction.
Yeah.
And she's just going to send her a message. I know it's up to 25 words, but it's nothing so specific as just a warning. The Gulfias tree below town erupted. The undead dragon is risen. The town is dead. Just thought you should know.
Don't panic.
This is not the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay, yeah. I mean, birdie flutters away.
Yep, and she'll thank the bird before sending it on its way.
Okay.
And then she'll she's feeling restless. You can see that she's restless. She's pacing around. She's maintaining her equipment while she's pacing around.
Yeah.
Just waiting for everyone else to kind of get ready and get up.
Yeah, I mean, take it away. You all wake up. I'm kind of leaving the lead to Cassius, Samira,
Yeah, as Cassius wakes up, first thing, he will just look over Layla.
Roll me an insight check.
Nice.
I will actually roll this because she could actually make that.
With a nat 20, huh?
I already know that she's not gonna be fine. Come on. I don't need... Yeah, open book.
Yeah. Whatever she dreamed, it's complicated. How to put this? It's clearly something that's there. You can't really quite tell what it is. It's not disturbed in the way you would have expected if she would have dreamed of the tree. So either she has, she's she's kind of growing numb to that dream, and it's not terrifying her.
Desensitized, that's the word.
Yeah, thank you. However, the way she described it is that she absolutely, like, still, like, profoundly hates dreaming of that. It terrifies her, right? So she never gave you any hint that that the effect of it lessened over time, to the point of that she did this entire pact to get away from that dream, right? So she doesn't look like, to that degree, disturbed you would have expected from someone who had the dream of the tree. But there's something else there. She dreamed of something, and that is heavily on her mind. But she's like in wrap-up mode, like picking up things, busying herself with, practical things.
Yeah, you will basically just start packing up as well, but he will move closer to her and just kind of press against her, hold her for a little bit, and then just move on. And he just gives her a look.
Yeah, she will give him like a nod, as like thank you. She doesn't need to say it. It's like the couples thing that's so disgusting, where like you just look at each other and you just know. Like,
it's what I aim to be, disgusting. So.
Yeah. It's like, she nods at him and he gets it. It's like, yeah, thanks, basically. It's fine. Right, she's fine. How is Samira doing this morning as she wakes up with like her eyes puffy and crusted over after she had been crying? Because that's usually the aftermath when you go to sleep after having cried.
Of course it is. So she takes a little bit longer than usual in her tent to get ready to get freshly dressed and make sure she's not immediately clocked out as having cried yesterday, and only after that is she leaving the tent.
Yeah. So Nimrod will show up about the same time when like everyone is up. He clearly has watched the camp. It is Bertram who will speak up first when he sees that like everyone is around, including Nimrod, and he will say that you're all free to move on to the city, but they themselves would like to return to the town to make sure there's no leftovers. There's no potential for anything to rise. So they're gonna take care of it. They're gonna burn everything that's left over and make sure that there's no survivors that they might still be able to take care of.
Yeah, with that, Cassius just also looks at Layla, and
Layla fully agrees. It's like she
says like, nah, like I think we should all go.
And Nimrod will actually very firmly nod at that because he also wants to go and see.
All right.
We should make preparations to go. But likely because some of the researchers actually still look quite hurt, or at least Giuseppe does, because his max HP was reduced.
Yeah.
And that will not suddenly, that comes back at the end of the rest, and they don't do over rest, right? So Giuseppe looks still pretty beat up.
Yeah.
Same for Louisa, yeah.
And for Bertram.
So Cassius will suggest that still now would take a moment to bind the wounds. I will look at Samira for that. And like to make sure that we don't expend too many magical resources because we don't know what's in the town. We take an hour extra to get ready.
The hour extra is not going to do much, it's going to do a little. The bulk of it they can do at night, after another night's rest, but the hour is not going to do very much.
At least something, or I can...
I will gladly do so, don't worry, I will.
I
For
can
anyone
also,
who needs it, but...
Also expend some healing for the ones that are worst off.
Yes, I can top them off if necessary. Alright. I'm here. Who needs to get patched up?
Giuseppe for sure.
Oh,
Also, Bertram can do a Song of Rest during the short rest.
oh that's what again?
Well, I will freaking info. Yeah, it does this.
Oh, an extra d6. Nice.
How does Bertrand do a Song of Rest?
He will hum a melody, but as he does that, you will realize that over time he's lacing magic into it.
Okay. Who all is getting patched up? So I know. Louisa is.
Avahira is.
Also, anyone who has the Fey touched feat gets 2d6. Oh.
Like on top of extra or
No.
just
Instead
one?
of the 1d6, they have 2d6. Yeah.
Okay.
Because his song
So-
is of Fey nature.
So
Giuseppe
all the
for sure.
researchers. Is Nimrod going because he could use it, but I don't know if he is.
What?
Nimrod is not at max. Is he also? Yeah, he's also
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah.
And you guys, do you need to top off?
Yeah, a little bit, like
Uh-huh.
very slightly. So the cat just has some like leftover cuts.
Viera as well?
I'm fine.
You're fine, okay. Alright. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty.
Most of the damage I sustained yesterday was while I was shapeshifted.
Is Layla? Layla is, right?
Layla's fine.
Layla's fine, okay. Okay. So that's 6 people. Good to know. So remove that from the healer's kit. Okay.
Bertram is fine now.
Alright.
Yeah, Cassius is fine. I will do Giuseppe as well.
Chris, you want me to roll for Ava, or are you doing it?
I just tried to do it and it's completely fucked with her character sheet.
No, you have to do it like a roll. You don't click on the button because the button levels them up, basically.
Yeah, the button just leveled her up.
To what?
I have no idea.
No, it doesn't like for Giuseppe. It increased the max hit points by what he rolled, basically.
Yeah,
So it increases the max instead of, and then I couldn't change it back, and that's why I got like 3 extra hit points on Giuseppe.
Yeah, that's what's
So
just
yeah.
happened to Ava.
You have to roll like manually yourself.
She was out of 67, I know that.
It's only 7. Yikes. On Louisa.
I swear I'm going to start making these NPC sheets full character sheets.
Hey, same as Giuseppe, also 7.
So you just get a hit dice plus 2d6
Yes.
plus constitution bonus.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a
Oh,
hit too,
I
yeah.
forgot the Constitution bonus. So Giuseppe
It's not
gets-
much.
But Constitution bonus is only on the hit dice, right?
Yeah, only once. You don't get it for the Song of Rest. I don't
Ah,
think.
okay.
No.
No.
The Song of
So
Rest is just
just
2d6 or 1d6 if you're not Fey touched. And Viera, by the way, Chris,
Mhm.
she would notice not just that there's magic laced into it, but a Fey kind of magic into the song.
Yeah.
During the short rest, I would approach Viera for a second. Since I didn't patch you up, I would have sought you out individually. I got a lot of messages off yesterday night already, so I wanted to ask you, do you want me to send anything to your sister?
No, I've already sent her a message.
Okay, that's great then. That's great. For all the information, I'll let the others know once. Yeah, in a second, but can I ask you something? If you
Yeah.
mind,
Shoot.
I gave my last incense over to Cassius. I don't want to
Yes.
mention it to him because I don't want him to feel bad. Could you?
It's all about sharing, isn't it? So you said
Yeah.
you needed some incense and stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
It would be very helpful if you could get something, have something.
Well, we're going to be moving from here to town anyway, so I can scavenge along the way and see what we find.
That would be nice.
If
Thank
we
you.
don't find anything, I do have some supplies in my pack already, so
If that's all right for you,
I just need to make it up.
that would be amazing.
How much was it? Was it 10 golds worth?
Yeah, around about, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not a problem.
Thank you.
I'm just thinking I'm trying to replenish at least basic healing elixirs after everything we went through yesterday.
If I can help you with anything during the gathering, I know I'm not the best, but I'm here.
Yeah, I can certainly show you what you're looking for, and that might help us gather a little bit more than usual. You never know. 2 eyes is always better than 1 when you're looking for something. So.
I'd be happy to do so, yeah.
Otherwise, are you alright?
Yeah, it was a day yesterday. How are you?
I'm fine. Everyone seems to have it in their head they want to go back to town. I'm not so keen, but I get it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm unnerved to see what we will see too, but you know, maybe it's
A
maybe
colossal
maybe
sized
right.
dragon stood up, and the town was built into him. Bad idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be carnage. I already know.
Yep. It is. But perhaps we can burn and bury the dead, and then stop them from coming back. So.
That would be one kindness, yeah. Alright, everyone, since you're here and listening, I had time yesterday to send off messages, warnings. I sent one to the Chernfolk. They're alerted. I sent one to Karen? How do you pronounce that? Karen? And they are also alerting nearby towns and people. I also sent one to Northgate, and at this point I just look at Nimrod. Got a worrying response back. We shouldn't return there. The Iron Guard rose up. I warned that with the help of Giuseppe, we warned the Chernfolk of that. But we still shouldn't return just now.
Yeah, it looks like there's some trouble. Sounds like civil war to me, but it's definitely a hotbed.
Nimrod just like tightens his jaw, like, and he just nods.
They're alerted and aware, so that's something. And
But you
at
can
this
see
point,
him
I'm not-
reaching for
yeah.
the pouch, and there's actually Gwyn in the pouch.
Okay. Good. Good. And yeah, I just nodded to Giuseppe and thanks. Sorry for waking you up last night again, but thank you. It was important, as you know. Yes, immediate towns and people have been alerted in Guyland. I don't know who else we want to alert. Let me know if you have any ideas.
Well, going back to the map. Okay, so we got Karen
Mm-hmm.
directly alerted. We got the Chernfolk directly alerted.
We got Northgate directly alerted.
Yeah, you got Northgate directly alerted. So here's the thing. The Chernfolk travel at... Where is it? 60, 60, 60... So the Chernobyl can travel at 48 miles in 8 hours.
Mhm.
They probably let
Already
me
took
check.
off. Yeah.
They already took off. I mean, they stopped going to Northgate,
Mhm.
but they probably reached already Friendwen and Holden, right?
Mhm.
So that's fine. However, humans don't travel that fast, right?
Yeah.
Unless Karen asked the wolf pack in the forest for help. These are in direct lines way further.
Yeah.
So I just want you to keep that in mind. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you want to do?
Does it? Yeah. Do we have anyone that we can contact right now that we want to? Because I don't know currently.
We have to at least see the people or know the people, right?
Yeah.
Well, I
Not
mean,
an
you
image.
you don't really have also any idea which direction the thing went.
Yeah. Do we
Um,
want to alert Hohir or Taria?
Well, depending. Bertram will point out that maybe returning to the town will give us all a hint which direction it took.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna volunteer at this point that I can speak with plants today. So I can ask all of the plant in the local vicinity what it knows about what this is and where it went.
Okay. Okay.
That's the highlight of my session in advance. Viera talking to grass or moss. It's gonna be
Mr.
great.
Crabgrass.
No.
Anyway,
Actually, in the time of the short rest, Cassius will have made time to start identifying, because an hour.
The sword.
The sword. Maybe. Yes, no, definitely the sword. And some of the scrolls that we have in the pouch as
Ooh,
well.
yeah, yeah. We have a bunch. We have 6
So-
scrolls.
I will start casting Identify. And every time takes 10 minutes, so...
okay, yeah. Then let me open up that stuff.
Yes.
Session Holstone Underhalls.
Oh, sorry, this
Yeah,
is the...
we got 4 from the burnt library specifically, and then 2 from the trapped office room.
Yes. That was the growth level. Thank you very much, because that's the quickest way for me to find the notes.
Yeah, that's how I noted it down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are reading my GM brain, and I'm so happy. So let me see. This is a first level. That would be common. Yeah, roll your thing. Identify.
Sword! Fuck.
Oh. Wow. Shock.
So the first one fails.
Delicious. Another one.
It's gone.
Yeah,
Ayo.
okay. Just roll me. Was it 6 scrolls, right?
6 rolls, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the sword first.
The sword. Okay.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
sword.
The sword. Okay. It's a +1 sword.
That's it?
It's yeah. I mean, I gave you
Rick.
the thing. You can see it yourself.
Frick.
Ripperoni.
It's nice to sell. Don't come on.
Alright. Sword. Got. And then...
So wonder.
6 scrolls. You will start with
2 of them are similar. You can see this. Like I can tell you right away that like so basically 2 are the same, and then 2 another one are the same, and then 2 more
okay,
different
okay.
ones. So basically, you don't have to
4
do it
scrolls.
like you don't have to like 6 times. You can like cast it 4 times, right? So just
If you
do
roll correct, you can do all within the short rest.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What?
So it's 16, sorry.
Yeah,
No,
you're
just
rolling as
roll-
party. Okay, yeah. I see.
Okay, I'm rolling
Yeah.
more. Another one. 4.
So the first two is our Scrolls of Scorching Rays.
Mm-hmm.
Then let me double check. This is also the second one fails. The 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with the 21 that then succeeds.
Yeah.
That's Mel's Acid Arrow, 2 scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the 2 scrolls in the... Okay. So Entangle... Sorry, shouldn't have said it, but you succeeded on that one, pretty sure. Yes. Then you have a scroll of Entangle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And... You have to roll one more time.
Yeah. Yes, it's just taking a little bit longer.
Get it.
That one is an uncommon one, so DC 15.
Oh.
Fucking
Another one.
rip.
What's holding you up, man?
Ah!
What's holding you up?
30 minutes for one scroll, it's amazing.
At this point, he will also like pop up Bo to help him, and Bo will cast guidance.
Sure.
Please, please help.
Please help.
Let me see. I have to roll first. I have to roll. No, like it's just okay. Wait, guidance first.
I mean, you don't have to click it, just like add a d4 to the roll.
Yeah, that's easier. But if I press, it's not gonna add the d4.
Doesn't
Press
it
Just
like...
do it
from D.
Do it manually.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine. Never mind.
Yes.
Didn't need it.
It's a protection from poison.
Okay. Basically, every time he finishes with one set or with one scroll, he just puts it to the side and just calls out what it is, moves on to the other one. Like very straightforward, just like no nonsense. That's it.
Everything is updated and in the bag. In the pocket, I mean.
There you go. That took how long total?
I failed twice, so it's
30 extra minutes. There was the hour, and then you did 3 extra rolls, so that's 30 minutes on top.
He did. Yeah, okay. So 30 minutes on top. Why is this doing this to me? Why?
Wee.
Give me a second. Preload scene. Fucking load the stupid picture. Oh, I see what it does. It's like putting the stupid picture away. There we go.
It's fine for me.
Yeah, it doesn't load fine for my camera account. I'm sorry, I need to share this from Snaga. Oh my god. This is brilliant. Wait, paste. I just had to share that. It's amazing. Okay, loading circle, like Cassius identifying.
It's
Amazing.
my brain as well. His brain as well at that point.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
It's just buffering.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
Alright.
extra 30 minutes. So hour and another 30 minutes, which is great. That just rounded you off to a full hour at 8 a.m.
Amazing. I did it on purpose.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sure, buddy.
Bam. Okay, now you got the scrolls. So, but then breakfast has been had, camp has been packed up. You're 6 miles out of town. And I
Okay.
assume you're all traveling at the speed of Giuseppe, which is 25.
Yep. It's a
Okay.
slow day for me.
So I will just say, like, if because you're going downhill, it will speed you up a bit. So like you will make it back to the town within an hour.
Before they head into town, actually, during walking,
Yes.
where is Nimrod?
Nimrod is at the head.
In
Of-
Wolf Boy form or out of Wolf Boy form?
No, he's actually walking.
Okay.
I'm with Viera helping with the gathering. If you're gathering right now, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Vera is walking and gathering specifically sageberry leaves.
Yeah, you can roll me your survival with advantage in the meantime. But yes, Cassius.
Yeah. He will like take like a quick jog to catch up with Nimrod.
Yeah.
And does he still have before he does that, does he still have the maul on him that Samira
yes.
gave him? Okay, then he's fine. Fuck it, he's not getting the sword. It's just Casual just strapped the sword to his back and then never mind. Nothing happened.
Oh,
He will not go up to Nimrod.
but
No.
it's Samira's mole.
It's her
It
other
is.
mole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our other mole.
And the sword is, technically not belonging to Samira, so the same.
No. I was just checking if Nimrod had another weapon on him if he's not in Wolf Boy form, but
Yeah.
he still has her maul, so that's not back, and just like make a note of that. And just kind of like look at the sword and just like shrug his shoulders, just strap it to his back, even though he
Didn't
can't.
even think of them all. Smart.
Well, yeah. I mean,
He's carrying
But, yeah.
it in his hand, by the way, because he doesn't even have like a proper belt, holster, scabbard, whatever. The
Nope.
fuck you attach a mole to?
It's a loop, yeah, because
Yeah.
the head is larger than the stick.
Yeah.
yeah. Then fuck it. Then Cassius has a fucking longsword.
Oh, and here I thought that you were like looking for a reason to talk to him, and yeah, never mind.
Nah, Nimrod? No way.
Talk to Nimrod. Don't be
That's
Metal? Cassius? Never.
actually. Nah. Samira said that she didn't need any help. He will back off. This time.
This time.
For this
Nice.
time. But if he hurts her one more time.
Oh.
Chris, they're 5 gold each, right? So if you gathering
Yeah.
things for the components,
Yeah, she only needs 2, but I find 1 and double, so
Yeah,
I find
yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Basically. So there's I've added 2 to my sheet, but you can add 10 gold's worth of sageberry leaves to your sheet,
Ooh,
Samira,
nice.
and then Vera will show you how to prepare it into the incense later on.
Uh-huh.
yeah, for instance, you need resin, right? Just pointing that out.
Yeah, this first tree we come across, you just take a knife to it. And,
Yeah, roll me another survival check for the tree. And
Well, is there even another tree in this
there's
part?
occasional trees, yes. They're sparse, but they do exist.
My 26 doesn't find it on the first time.
Fine, if you don't want to roll again, roll me another 1d4 then.
I can roll again. There's no trees in this part of town.
Rip, no trees.
You find a tree very close to town, basically at the tail end of this.
So you get 20 gold's worth of resin.
Yeah.
I guess.
There you go.
I do?
Yes, 10 gold
Yeah.
worth
Oh.
of sage berries and 20 gold worth of resin,
Okay.
which then Vera will help you to turn into incense.
Does that make it into 30, 3 portions of it? Because of the 20 gold worth of resin?
No, because you've got 10 gold's worth of herbs, not incense.
Yes.
And you need the herbs and the resin to make it incense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you still
but I
only
mean
got 10 gold's worth of herbs, so I would
Yeah.
argue that 10 gold's worth of herbs converts into 10 gold's worth of incense.
Yes,
Oh,
with the
okay.
resin, yeah. So you will have
Okay.
30 gold worth of incense. I will not, because this is the easiest math for me. Because, while I'm trying to maintain some measure of realism, it doesn't have to be like, oh my god, hyper realistic, you're losing some of it. No, like, I'm fine if that 10 plus 20 turns into 30 gold worth of incense. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's why I was doing math. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How much do you need for a spell? 10, right?
Only 10, so that's
Yeah,
3 portions when I'm
So
I'm
3
done with it.
portions, yeah. And VR will show you how to turn it into like basically herb flavored incense, because that's actually a thing in real life as well. So
Yep. Sure is.
it's like,
Before they reach town, Giuseppe will also actually cast aid preemptively on Bertrand, Louisa, and Ava.
yes.
So, yes, he will. Spell.
Seeing as people are preparing,
Bertram
I'm just...
was fully healed, I want to say.
Yeah, but this is hit point maximum.
Okay.
Hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
So Bertram?
Bertrand, Louisa, and Ava.
Okay. How much?
5.
5.
Seeing as someone is doing magic to buff now, I'm using one of my earrings, the Arm of Agathis one. Because that takes an hour to keep.
If everyone's standing around doing stuff, I'll stand around and do stuff.
No, we're not standing around and doing like. This is for the travel to the town for the hour.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're stopping just short of town.
Yeah,
prepare,
just short of town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just short of town.
just in case we do come across anything.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's a shit roll for that.
Actually, and Giuseppe will also cure wounds on himself because he's not amazing yet. The spellcasting modifier. He's fine. Just preparing him to face tank more fire breaths, so.
So yeah. Anything
Nice.
else you want to do?
Nah, I'm good.
Nope. I just look at the others and kind of like go, do we want to? I can send Bo in a little bit ahead, flying and invisible this time.
We know what happened the last time you sent Bo in first.
Flying and invisible this time, not landing.
If you want to.
I mean, if you're desperate to, Ava's already scouted the town last night. I think if anything, we're going to find less dead bodies here today.
Yeah.
Okay, just we should keep our eyes peeled though. We don't know what might still come up already.
No,
Are we
Or-
sneaking or not?
I don't think so.
No. Alright.
And which direction are we heading? Like we're just gonna stroll through the town, or?
We
Let's
should
see what.
head-
Yeah.
We should head for Indy's body first. She's the most powerful, probably. And make sure that if that one hasn't already come back, it can't come back.
Yeah, let's see how traversable the area is
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, that assumes there's a direct road we can walk down in the first place.
Yeah, if everything crumbled, who knows?
I mean, you can
No,
already
right.
see it. You're above the town, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So there is a crater, of course, where the bones used to lie. There's like a deep groves carved, like, or basically missing from where the skeleton used to be. And the buildings that have been like built inside of the skeleton, those are all like shifted, destroyed, crumbled. You know, there is a lot of, it looks like tar covering the buildings and that grove. Some of that blackness has spread beyond the town and into the grass around it, but has been absorbed by the ground already. There is, yeah, I mean, how do you want to traverse it? There's still some streets that are like clean, but it's just most of the destruction is where the skeleton used to be.
Before we go into this, do we want to do a break now?
Mhm.
That's a good idea. Yes, let's do a break now.
All right. We're back then.
We're
Yeah.
back.
That's because this is my job, apparently breaks. I'm the announcer.
Yup. Everyone has food.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Tracy has dessert.
Nope.
Tea, drink.
Nope.
Okay.
Damn.
What?
How you living like that?
What?
Nope.
Okay.
I have a page full of notes already, though.
So how are you guys proceeding?
I don't know. Into the town somewhere. Start somewhere. And
I'm not the one who wanted to come back to town, so I suggest somebody else takes the lead.
Well, the researchers will do a peripheral sweep first, and then
Yep.
go in. Just like a general check. Calling out to see if anyone responds. But now that you're there in person, you can see basically what looks the aftermath of a battlefield. It looks, there's a whole bunch of those broken sticks. It looks like a whole bunch of them have swept from the direction of the mine into the town and basically spread from there. And there's a lot of people where it looks like these sticks have tried to bury into them, like through the chest. Or other, like, you know, through the torso, basically, into the villagers. And some of the villagers that seem to have those sticks buried into them, you can find them half dissolved into that black goo near where the bones used to be. There's nobody alive. No old, no young, no female, no man. They're all dead. Either from battle, from being attacked and burned into by the sticks, or flat out you can see dried up husks of where the black slime poured over them in a wave. It looks basically like somebody opened a dam and just released a whole bunch of this slime. Viera, because you're the ranger here, you can see in a direction across the lake, there's a line of black cut through the green grass off into a direction and then basically stops, like it has taken, like, airborne.
Heading in the direction of what?
Well, into a certain direction.
Yes, and what is in that direction?
Well, I mean, if you check, like, you would have to check the map, basically. But if you're consulting the map, also let me put down the token. Oh, it went into. Just a second. This direction.
Okay.
Well, rip that one town. That one town.
Oh.
Oh, there's two towns. The one on the island.
Yep.
Oh fuck, that's gonna go past. We haven't been to the other towns. Do some towns if it goes further.
It's the direction. Whether it's gonna stay on this direction, you have no idea. But that's the direction it took off.
Yeah, it might have veered off, like veered off somewhere.
It's definitely in the direction of this town, right? Of the Haven Enclave.
Does Hiram know anybody in those towns?
No.
Can she scry on those towns?
Yeah, she can do the same thing like she did with Vindrock.
Vera would suggest that she scries on the mayor of those two towns, and then we send them a message warning them. Avahira can scry twice.
Let's see if it hasn't arrived yet, then it would be a good idea, yeah.
Well, it's had 8 hours.
She will try to scry, and the scribe will immediately fail, at which point she will tell you that, and she goes... She will try the second time, just to be sure.
Hmm. Try
And
the
she will-
second town second. Because I'm wise enough to know what the first scrying failure means.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will ask first about the town, like, do we know anything about the town, actually?
I mean, you guys are the researchers.
Well, as far as they know, that town is not populated.
Well, it's a town on this map, though.
It's a marker on this map. They're actually
Okay.
unsure.
Scry on the leader of that town. Presumably, it's the only other town that's in danger
Well,
immediately. There's a marker there on the map for a reason, so...
Okay. She will try. She's just not sure what she's actually scrying for, and if there is a mayor.
Not mayor.
Well,
they
it's
just-
not
yeah.
mayor, it's scrying on whoever the leader is of
The people that
in
live
this
around
area.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me check. Mm-hmm. I'll be right back. I just need to check something.
No worries.
okay.
I mean, I'm here. I just need to leave the game as the GM and open up something else.
Yeah.
No worries.
Crunching and munching right here. Don't worry.
Preparing to loot everything right here, so.
Mm-hmm.
I can't because it will kick everyone. Okay, I will just eyeball it. Fuck it. I don't know what his saving throw is because I didn't import the sheet.
It's a wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw.
but I don't know what the person's saving throw stat would be. AKA.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of important, isn't it, right now? So,
Yes.
if we're being just quickly kicked for a second, I would, yeah,
Yeah,
that's an
it's
important
fine.
thing to do,
It's
yeah.
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
alright with that.
Easy
Okay.
to relog.
Just log us out and log us back in later.
It just tells when we can launch again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give me a
exactly.
second.
No worries. This is important.
Thank you kindly. Export data. Awesome. I will now import him. Back to join. Launch world. We can log back in.
Thank you.
Don't forget your stream's going to have been kicked out.
Yeah, I'm getting there. There you go.
And double check you've unmuted yourself and everything.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
I did. Double checked it already. Thank you for double checking with me.
Quadruple check.
Quadruple check.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fuck yeah. NPCs. Named. It is technically Guyland. And import data, choose file, downloads, import. Okay. Let me see. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, I was right. +8.
Woof.
Yeah.
And you add 5 on top of that because
Yes.
it's very...
Yeah.
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 He makes it. Yeah.
Even with a low roll, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a different way of failing it. So Avahira will say, I tried. However, there was something resisting me. So that means whoever is alive, like whoever leads them is still alive.
Well, that means that either the dragon didn't fly that way or
Hasn't reached yet.
hasn't reached or didn't stop to bother with them.
Can she scribe one more time?
No, she's only got 2.
Okay, yeah.
So that's Avahira all out of 5th level spells already.
She can upcast.
She could, but she wouldn't.
Yeah, at least wait until we're out of the town with that.
Yeah.
Is there a version of scrying that it affects a creature?
Affects a creature. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
if we can see where the thing went.
I mean, that would be a locate creature.
Okay.
She can, but there's a range.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
thought
only
so.
within 1,000 feet of you. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask
That
if
ain't
there
gonna
was
work.
a potentiality, alright. Alright.
safe to say that's a no.
Yeah.
So I guess we should move on, right? Head to Inji.
Do we
Yeah.
Just don't know where to start with all these bodies.
yeah.
Avahira will point out that Indy was not that far away from where the skull used to be. That's where she saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a look over there.
And basically, this is what you will find. You will find her in. It looks basically like Daisy, right? A bunch of clearly already mangled bodies with those twigs embedded, piling onto her.
Well,
The way she looks, you don't even need to do an like medicine check. It's like they've basically beaten her to death. they grabbed onto her, pulled her down. You can see feathers everywhere. She's like in her full like celestial, like angelic form. There's no better way to describe it. But it just looks like they were beating on her until like she didn't move anymore.
Wow. You just set everything on fire, or what? What are we doing here?
Yeah, Giuseppe will basically use his spells, like fireball the shit out of everything.
All right. That he will.
Yeah, I will offer up the 3.5 oil flasks that we have to keep that, to spread that around.
Yeah, just put it on the spots with the most shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And when people are cleared out, I guess Giuseppe will just start blasting.
Yeah, how much can he put out?
He can 3 times fireball,
And then upcast?
and then he can upcast. He can upcast also. Actually, he can also do a wall of fire.
Yeah.
That will definitely burn a lot.
Yeah, it's like you can see him like, he's like finds a good spot where he can see like most of the town, where it's within range. And like you put oils like strategically where he can like connect it. And
Yeah,
he will
it's-
burn everything.
Before
Yeah.
he starts, Cassius will offer to the group, and he'll kind of like hold up his hands as he does it, but just say, "Should we look at the guild? See what's left, and take what we need if something is there."
Like the researchers at least say that it is too risky.
Okay.
We have 3.
There will be more
almost
than enough
4.
resources at the school.
Yeah. To keep the fire spreading, it's the oil. We have alcohol. We have 5 unopened, unused bottles of hard liquor that we wanted to use for wound cleansing, but we haven't ever used it, so we can use that to spread the fire as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just giving all that I can to get this, basically make sure everything catches and spreads so it doesn't stop.
Yep.
Yeah, and I do that. I don't have any fire spells myself, so I can't do that. Yeah, that's the only way I can help.
Okay, then if everyone is cleared out, just cast it once, and I'm just gonna reduce the spell slots. I don't want to cast it like 3 times. No template.
Oh, okay. Straight up wall of fire. Nah.
Yeah, he's starting with the big ones.
Yeah, I'll let you deduct everything accordingly.
Yeah,
He would. I will tell you in character. He would use everything he got. Right.
Yeah, then he's gonna use wall fire 3 times. He's gonna use fireball 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you will see him like he will like do this like focus casting, where he's like concentrating on this. He will maintain the wall of fires because that's a concentration thing, right? For as long as
Yeah.
possible. And You see him like sweating and being really focused and grim, right? And actually, after like the black ichor seems to resist it for a little while, but because it's magical fire, it actually like just does it, like starts sizzling, right, and evaporating it. And eventually, because there's a lot of buildings that have been built with wood, right, the bits and pieces start catching fire proper, right? And then after a while, the entire town is aflame. It is at that point that you will see Nimrod takes a few steps like up the hill, like on top of like a big rock, shifting into his full huge wolf form and letting out a howl that echoes through the mountains. Viera, because you have animal handling, there's cries of wolves. You know that, like they kind of talk to each other. There's different, ways they use this, like how to communicate across distances. You kind of like intuitively like understand that creatures who are descended from these kinds of animals.
I'm just going to point out that my reaction to his howl lament would be to cast Speak with Animals immediately.
Yeah,
So
but
I
I'm telling you that you don't even have to. You would understand what it means. I'm about to like basically because of again, you know what they descended from, and this is basically the same thing but amplified with intelligence, like proper. This is a cry of war. And after a while, you can hear in the distance echoing back through various directions, one more howl, another howl, another howl, and then answering like a rumble. It's almost like a thunder. Because like the others would like hear it as almost like thunder rolling in the distance, you vaguely recognize something howling that is not an animal, something older, something more powerful, answering the cry for war.
Oof.
This is a wave, and it will spread, and it will spread quickly.
Do I get the impression that the cry for war is because of what's happened to this town and isn't against specifically people like Northgate?
It's probably specifically against people like Northgate and similar intruders.
Rip.
Whoop.
This is like a cry for war of pain and very old suppressed anger.
Yeah.
And at the end of that, he will shift back and just basically come back to the group and very like rough voice, deep, say that we should get going, basically. It's a long path to Harimanera.
Follow your lead, yeah.
As we walk back from away from the Burning Time Castle, just walking Salela and just grab her hand, hold it.
Yeah. Not ominous at all.
I would say that's like a good... It's noon. Actually, no, it's 11. So yeah, there we go. So it's
Get rid
11
of- yeah,
when you're like
getting rid of
completely
my-
done with everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Burn it as much as we're gonna burn.
As much as we could. Yeah.
Where did we tell Creo to meet us?
Well, this is something you would have discussed in the morning. Lila will point out that with the speed of the Mother of Mercy, if you're wasting a day going back to a town, like the Mother of Mercy could easily pick you up at Hymenera.
Where is Hymenera on the map?
Northwest in Lalia.
Yeah.
Is this the town in Lalia?
Yeah. It's past the border.
It's here.
Oh, we're definitely not going far west, so...
No, we're not going.
Because the original plan was that you would have traveled for 3 days to Hymenera, and then taken one of the coastal ships around and met the Mother of Mercy Mercusium in Vincania, the
Okay,
capital of
this is-
Vincania. But
Yeah,
they
the little
can
tokens are
actually,
strange.
they can cut through, right?
Would they?
At this point, they can. It's not the deep waters.
Okay.
Because the Mother of Mercy travels 128 miles a day. They can easily make it in 1 day from Vincania to Hymenera. I mean, easily, by pushing like an hour or two.
Where is this school?
The school is in Vintia, up here.
Woof.
Where the fuck is up here?
Zoom out.
Yeah, northwest.
Zoom out.
Way
There.
Northwest.
Yeah.
And this is literally the closest place that has any information.
As far as they know, they don't know any academy that has this like vast and in-depth of a library.
And it acts like in a place where they have access to,
Yes.
also. Other places might
Like
exist,
they're sure, like, of course there will be other places, but this is stuff that we have access to, right? They don't know of any places in Lalia or Guyland or, you know, any of the surrounding countries.
Yeah. At this point, since we already know round about the dragon having left off in this direction, I asked the others, do we want to alert anyone in Taria and Hohia now?
yeah. Taria at least.
Yeah.
Destrian.
I don't know if I can reach him in his tower,
Then the
but it can
then
get
the
the guard captain.
the guard captain, and in Tucson, I guess. I haven't officially met the. Well, we've met the what's their name? Serpents. Seen them at least.
I don't think it matters who we warn, we just tell them to warn the other people that we want them to warn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
You
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
know who can do sending, so, you know, tell me who you want to inform, I will inform them.
yeah. I would put together a list of the people you want to warn in very shorthand. So, for example, the guard captain in or Destrian in Taria, and anybody else you want to warn, and I would send your message to Creo because he
Creo,
can send messages all day,
Yeah.
and ask him to warn these people specifically and anyone else he knows about the undead dragon flying over this town and potentially this island.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the mayor of the town on the coast was completely unreachable, so he's probably dead already.
Yeah.
However, Avahyra's scrying on the island was resisted, so whoever's there is still alive. And we don't know if the dragon stopped there or kept going.
Yeah, I'll use one of my sendings to basically keep in contact with Creo, and then I assume the Creo continues on so we can exchange all that information.
But yeah, I would warn every town on the north coast of Haia, as well as Kotsinsel and Harbakirch, because that's kind of in the line.
Oberkirch.
Whatever.
Oberchurch.
Whatever.
Whatever.
The open church, that place.
Yeah. The upper church, actually.
Appa.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't speak German, so that was a pretty good guess.
Oh,
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
warn everyone across those
Creo
islands.
can warn those coastal towns anyway because he knows actually people in the harbors, right? So he will do that. Send warnings ahead to all the harbors that he knows people in.
Yeah,
Right.
and obviously anybody Creo knows, because obviously he's going to want to warn people that he knows.
Oh yeah.
You
So-
would know all the Harbor Town people, basically.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly, yeah.
So okay, yeah. So Neuben, Toter, Oberkirch, basically Kottens, like this entire line, basically, and Evenstein. He will send warnings. He will also warn, Penvent, of course, just in case.
Yep.
Yep.
Although I think they're a little bit far removed, but you
Yeah,
never know.
a bit more protected, but still, just in case.
He's
Yeah.
warning his people, you
Yeah.
know. He will also send warnings to because they already left Tucson. They will also send additional warnings to Tucson, to the capital.
Mhm.
And he will also get back, and I don't care whom he's telling this to. Probably Layla, to be fair. But he will also say that Hohia has mobilized warships and sent them to Northgate because they requested aid.
Fuck. I have one more sending left. I send that information to the Janafolk. After we have let Nimrod known of that, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah.
You don't get a response, by the way, as you send the
Oh.
warning out.
Yeah. 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 Fuck. Yeah. Fuck.
Because if you remember, when you arrived originally in this world, right? And when you talked about when the librarian, right?
Mhm.
Thompson explained the political thing, is that they didn't have a war in 300 years basically, because the forces are so well balanced that it would be a Pyrrhic victory. If ever war starts, it would be major losses on all sides. But tensions have been high for so long that it was always basically a powder keg. It's basically imagine the whole nuclear thing, threat. Everyone is threatening, but nobody's ready to press the button because they know what would end, how it would end, right? However, if one would press the button, everyone will press the button. You are now seeing the chain reaction going off, real time. So anyway, what you doing? Where you going? Silence.
Heading to the town?
We're heading to whatever that town's called.
Hymenera.
Hymenera.
Whatever that town's called.
Wow. Okay. So, I would say this is where we start the downtime.
Alright.
From Hollowstone to Hymenera, it's 4 days of travel. You are arriving on day 4 around noon.
Mm-hmm.
So let me fast forward. Day again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you're arriving on the 17th in Hymenera. By then, the Mother of Mercy has long arrived there as well. So they will make it from Hymenera. Are you gonna stay in Hymenera for like a day, or are you gonna just directly board the ship and be off?
I mean, we don't know anything about this town, so.
No.
Give us a light, flavorful description of the
The light,
town. and what's
flavorful
in it and
description
what-
is that the buildings are way bigger than you expected at first. Like basically, as you arrive, you realize that this is a town full of centaurs, minotaurs, furbolg. It's basically built for big people, and in a way that people with hooves and four-legged people can move around easily without being, cramped in, impeded, and so on.
Mhm.
It's very like there's humans around, but you can see that seriously the dominant species are the bigger creatures.
Yeah.
And Viera, just give me a general perception check with advantage.
You're not just using passive.
No.
Disgusting.
I will send you a little message.
Mm-hmm. What was the name of the town the dragon was heading towards?
Haven Enclave. Or this is where it was already. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
My advice for the short time that we spend in this town is to at least meet with some people we can then later send messages to for warnings if necessary.
Makes sense, yeah.
The Mother of Mercy will need to have a night rest anyway, so you're not leaving until the
Yeah.
next morning.
Yeah. And Viera is basically going to look around for any trees that are particularly big.
Oh yeah. By the way, as you cross into Lalia, all the trees, like kind of similar to the ancient pinewood forests. However, here the trees are more like appropriate to the climate. It's no longer like jungle, but it's still like, I would say, Mediterranean. Like any trees you would find in the Mediterranean, but old. Very maintained, old. Like you can see, there is signs of forestry, but you can see that it has been like with care, right? They take what they need.
Yeah.
And nothing more than that.
Okay.
To get at least a contact point here for future messages, I suggest we arrange a meeting with someone to actually let them know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we word it as nothing more than we've just come across the borders from Hollowstone, and that town has been destroyed by something, and we know we went there to see the dragon skeleton, and the dragon skeleton's no longer there.
Yeah. We should word it as that and nothing more.
Yeah, and
And they will actually, you will also find out in Hermanera that there have been trading ships that they expected back. In the meantime, they have not come back from the Haven Enclave.
Let them know that Haven Enclave was in path of whatever flew off.
well, we don't know. It was in the path. Unless
Yeah.
We saw the dragon.
We saw something dragon, and as if it flew away.
Further on, Creo will note that they got reports from basically from Toten after they already like past Neuben, that there was a ship that basically there was like one survivor that barely made it to the coast who jumped ship before they got hit, and the only reason why they even saw it coming because it was during the day. There was some big black winged monstrosity that just flew through and just devoured the ship.
Where was this?
Off the coast of Neuben.
Neuben. Okay, where's this again?
Where's Neuven?
Neuben.
Neuben, yeah, where's Neuben again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dotter and Neuben, yeah.
Yeah, it's going that way.
Off the coast of what?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Neuben. It's the
Neuben.
little island, one of the little islands above here.
This one.
Yeah.
So like it hit it somewhere here, right? But it didn't hit the town.
Just like it's going like very straight line.
It's beelining for something, yes.
Well, given that it's going to take 4 days, on day 2, Vieira would suggest that Avahira scry on the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
With which she's very familiar, so it gets a minus to its saving throw.
Deal.
Let me double check. Yeah, I mean, it's first hand. She's met the bones, but she isn't. I don't know, would you say she's familiar with the bones?
Yeah, I would say she's familiar, yes.
Yeah, she's heard the story about what it was. and-
Yeah. I
Inside
will
of
roll
it.
this in private because I don't want
No,
you to see the
she's-
modifier.
Of course.
Because yeah,
What's the DC?
It gets a -5 DC 18 wisdom.
Yeah. She feels herself reaching out. It's very easy. And then she will describe it. It's like it batted the spell away.
I've just read it. I should have probably have read the rest of this to you.
What?
Okay, no. You can't use it again for 24 hours on that
Yeah.
target. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. She can do some like divination shit. It helps lower it.
She can... No, because she can't see it. So she can't use Portent on it.
Yeah.
OC just made the save. Just that's what happened. Didn't like dispel or anything, but like
Yeah, no, I
Flavor-wise,
get
yeah.
it. But yeah, obviously, like if she could see the target, then she could force it to portent, re-roll. But obviously, the failure means that she doesn't even get to see it. So
yeah, exactly.
Since we're already on day 2, I whoever of the researchers or whatever is not topped up yet, I let me know so I can reduce one of the healing kits again so
you
they can
don't-
top off.
No, that we can handle this with magical healing and stuff.
Okay,
like
awesome,
you literally,
awesome.
you're like no problem. Like all the hit
Yeah.
points, you can just recover them all. You know, don't like that's on big time skips like that. Like seriously, I'm not making a roll. Okay.
we can heal slowly
Yes,
with magic over time
So
as we need to.
So like I said, you're gonna so you can this is like already what 4 days of your training gone, okay?
Can we train while heavily on the move?
I mean you're not heavily, you're traveling at normal pace.
Okay.
I calculated a normal pace, right? There's things that you can do, I'm sure, while you're traveling because you're just walking, right?
I mean, I'm on high alert the whole time, so that is a part of my my training.
Yeah.
I'm remembering fireballs in my face. That's part of my training.
Yeah. Via is basically nudging Cassius every so often and dashing forward 30 feet.
Yeah, and he's
That's
like
part
trying
of her training.
to be
I
vapor.
asked the other two if they're up for sparring as well in the night, in the evenings before going to bed.
Given everything that's been going on, I don't think it's an "are you up for it?" Everyone is training
Yeah.
at night.
So from Harimanera, like I said, the Mother of Mercy travels at an insane speed.
Yeah.
You will arrive on day 4 at 10 p.m. in Bernorum. After departing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. However, there's stuff that's happening in the meantime.
Which day is it? 21st. Okay, so I'm keeping the calendar up to date.
This is when you arrive. Anyway, in the meantime, on the 18th, almost to the minute, Cassius, when you cut off your first finger. Or actually, not to the minute when you actually bought the auction item. It was in your possession, like physically. Because you can like trace it back. 30 days ago, on the 18th, is when you won the auction for the tube. You feel the ba-dum of your heart. Of the yank. It's a nudge. And then nothing for the rest of the day.
Yeah, as soon as it happens, basically. So that's when we're still. That's when we're on the
On the boat.
On the boat, yes.
On the boat.
on the boat. Okay. Cassius will definitely at that point like go to Layla and just take her aside. And I felt it again. The peace. It's calling to me, for lack of better words.
She will think about it. Right. She herself has been like very intent on making this journey and getting to Bernorum as fast as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she will think in response and be quiet like for a good minute. And then she will be like, have you tried looking again where he is?
Not ever since the last time.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to try again. I mean, the least you will find out it's in the same spot.
Sure.
But it's worth a try. If this is starting again, and if it starts getting worse, it being contained in... I mean, this is basically your confirmation of what is in the tube. Let's not kid ourselves.
I mean, yeah.
And if not even lead is holding this back, we know both what will happen next. So the least you can do is check again, Cassius. It's body parts. You're cutting things away from you.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm not saying like it's pretty. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. You know what I mean? Like she puts like a hand on your hand. I'm not disgusted by what you do. I will never doubt. It's just that I'm worried that you might be losing more and more of yourself.
It's just what we know, also what Dr. Bertrand just told us. I mean, I'm eager to get rid of this shit. Don't get me wrong. But if he truly is what we know, or what we think, I was hoping it would at least have some time before we could get to the school and, I don't know, do something. But yeah, I can try to see if he's still in the same place.
Whenever you're ready.
What better moment than now? In the middle of the sea.
Well, I mean, I'm here. And she kind of holds your hand.
Mm-hmm. And with her holding his hand, he will actually concentrate on the ring and use the magic contained within it to try to find Ys.
Yeah. You get a similar thing of like being pulled out of your body, right? And at a rapid speed, leaving the ship, you know, like camera movement going up. Not through the ground this time. You're going up, leaving the surface, like towards the sun actually. And for a moment you think almost like that you're gonna fall into the sun, but you stop high above. You can see like the curvature of the world going inwards, which bends your brain for a second, right? Because it curves the wrong way, right? Because you know the curvature of the earth is like, you know, you're looking at the surface of a ball, but here you're looking at the surface of the inside of a balloon, which is weird. So you're seeing the land mass curve upward, right? And the land shifts. And since we're on the map, which is perfect, it shifts from the spot where you are and across the lands and across the mountains, and it goes north actually, so up. And you land here. If you zoom out, like
I'm zoomed out, but I don't see where your
up north
marker
in
is.
Adlia.
Adlia. Where the fuck is Adlia?
Yeah.
Can you draw a line, please? From where we are?
Above Lalia.
Above Lalia.
Over
Oh,
the
okay.
water
Oh,
to
yeah,
Lalia.
yeah. I see it.
The name of the town. Give me a second. But it sounds very familiar. I mean, You don't know the name of the town. You see it on the map, so you would have to find it on the map. I assume you do find it on the map, like
Yeah, right afterwards.
yeah, and you show it to Layla, right? I assume. The name of the town where your vision lands and then goes into a side street in an alley where you see the shop front of Yis's store as you've seen it for the first time in Arabelle, right? Give me a second. My map is fighting me. Is Conluan. You know this town. And Layla will look at you with actually her jaw hanging open. Because this is where she grew up. This is where she was born. This is where the orphanage is.
Can't be a fucking coincidence.
It is inside now. It is no longer on the outside. It can actually be reached. Now that you know, you have no choice. You know that. The promise is you need to bring it to him.
I need to go there.
She'll nod and she'll say, there's resources in the school. We can make the journey from there if you want to.
If, I mean, that's making sure that I get there, right? So, promise, okay. Thumbs up. Finger gun.
Checking.
I should talk to the others.
Yeah, you should.
Here, come with me, please.
Yeah, she will. Yeah, she will come with you.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
also
I-
want to point out, Samira,
Mhm.
Nimrod is with you guys.
Oh. What?
Yes. We can do that
Just-
in PMs, but he's with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just been ignoring each other for the last 3 days, but
No, no, we haven't. I
No,
assumed
I
it was
just-
gonna be.
Yeah, I
I assumed
I'm
midweek.
yeah. Yes.
Midweek RP.
There's gonna be some midweek RP, and yeah.
Alright, guess we'll try to find Viera and Samira. Not Nimrod. Sorry.
Yes, Nimrod is now hell bent on finding the 4 artifacts for his own personal reasons.
Like it. Okay. It's gonna be midweek. Midweek.
yeah.
Midweek.
Because what's better than finding a weapon of mass fucking destruction?
Midweek. Ah! All right. Yeah, you find Samira and she's like, you got whatever you needed a map for, because you had to get the map from me.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Is Viera around?
Somewhere.
I mean, she's on the ship.
On the ship, yeah. It's not so hard to find each other.
It's not like,
It's like, I don't know, people might be spread around. I don't know, like...
Fiera's training. She's bonus action hiding all the
Oh,
time.
fuck.
Yeah, I just shrug, like, I don't know.
Currently in the crow's nest.
Oh, God.
You'd have to go and find her.
Oh, Lord.
Or just send a message.
I'm just gonna...
You'd have to go and find her.
I can also just fucking yell at her. What time is it when this hell happens?
Good question. Midday, probably.
Midday. Yeah, because we.
Well, when
thought
did we get the box?
the box was?
Evening, right?
The box was in the evening, so actually, yeah, it was like 6 o'clock at night because we still caught a boat back to the mainland in time.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at Samira and just ask her to send a message to Vera.
It's important.
Yes, please.
Alright, I have no clue where she is, so I can't send a small one. I have to send a big one. Alright, give me a second. Zing, sending. Hey,
Ask her to meet us in the hold.
can you meet us in the hold? Cass seems to like he has something important. I don't know what's up. You wanted, yeah.
Yeah, sure, I'll be down.
Yeah, she's coming.
And he's just sits. Well, assuming they are in the hold. And otherwise, he'll make his way over there with Layla.
Slurp.
Yeah. Are you alright?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's important. Whatever it is, as long as you're alright. Because you seem a bit pale.
Yeah.
Better than usual.
Yeah.
What's up, Pasty?
Sorry, like Cassius has never been pasty. He's like 10. Come on, man.
I mean, right
He
now,
works
you're
on it.
lighter than I am, so
Layla will just shake her head at Vera's like, not now, bad idea, in that kind of way.
inside check.
Yep.
Nope.
I mean, Cass is not hiding anything, so
No, definitely not.
No,
you
I was
can
inside
describe-
checking Layla.
yeah. Again, it's like she's basically giving you like a very serious head shake, as in like bad moment to joke.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, judging by the serious look on Layla's face, it's something very serious. So out with it.
Alright. Do we need the silent stone for this? Not stone, the disc?
Like Layla will shake her head.
Okay.
The ship is safe.
Fine. I just have a little bit of a side trip planned. You know,
Alright.
not a side route, but we can still go to the school. But then afterwards, I need to go bar. And yes is inside.
Yay! Maybe he knows something about the dragon. And
In
his dead
this
stuff.
world. Considering what we know that he might fucking be, I would say yes.
Yeah, how is he inside now?
I don't
think
know
that's
how
the
he.
wrong kind of question.
I don't know how he fucking does it, but his entire store is inside.
I think that's irrelevant, largely.
Fucking hell.
The thing that is relevant is that I now know where he is, so I cannot skirt that.
But the original promise was that in exchange for something, he would give you something of equal power, wasn't it?
Very true.
So maybe
Yeah.
you could ask for something of equal power that would specifically help us with the current situation at hand.
Supposedly.
But I think the important question here is what will happen to the one that's already attached?
It's a very good question also. I also don't know what's gonna happen if I'm going there directly, because this was all caused why I looked again. Is I had another hole on my heart.
Oh no. Are you alright?
Because of the
Exact-
box, I assume.
It's exactly 1 month ago that we got the box. The lead seems to have suppressed it for a while. But it's coming through.
Well, maybe because now he's in the inside world and it can be delivered. And if he does ask you about that one, you just say you couldn't deliver it at the time because he wasn't here. And you were forced to attach it to abate the promise long enough to keep looking for the rest of them.
Yeah.
If he asks about it, the hope is that he doesn't know. But from everything we've heard about the Undying King, they can control you through the item, so probably knows it's attached to you.
Control, or you can take. Well, the thing is, as long as it's attached to me, it's also hidden from him.
Okay.
That's the other part.
Well, if it's hidden from him, then you just wear gloves. And if he asks you why you're wearing gloves, you just say you've had a few nasty accidents lately and your hand isn't whole anymore. It's not a lie.
Is it hidden for him that it's a magical item? Because I think he might recognize that. The
But if
thing
it's
is
hidden from
magical.
him, well, that's irrelevant. We've got amulets of proof against detection and scrying on us, so you're immune to detect magic.
Okay, alright.
Yeah. But at least this piece. Either I buy by one.
Layla will put a hand on Cass's shoulder. Like, I thought you want to get rid of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Maybe he knows a way to do that without damaging you.
Yeah, I mean, if you explain to him that you do want to get rid of it, but you want to do it in a way that's at least damaging and at least painful to you,
I mean, you've
you've already proved your worth in finding 2 items.
You didn't want to keep him maliciously. Like last time you checked, he was not reachable.
I mean, I had to. But I had to because I made another pact. I didn't promise to not bring them. I could just bind it to myself to hide it from him. And that has bought me some time, in the sense that I could abate that promise. So in the end, it might have even helped me, but I'm not entirely optimistic of what he will think about me hiding it from him. But in any
Well,
case,
he
that's...
doesn't know that you did that to hide it from him. I mean,
It was at least
the time you were telling us you did it because you were fearful for your own life. Your heart was literally pounding in your chest, and you were gonna die.
It is something to bait it, yes. So I have to be careful.
And obviously, you just point out that you can't deliver the items to him if you did.
So, if he has, because the thing is, what I don't want to happen is that we all go all that fucking way and he decides to fuck off again to the outside. I don't know if he has control over it or how that even works.
Well, presumably you can send him a message and say...
I was going to ask that, Samira.
What do you want me to say to him? I think 25 words give me the exact amount. What you want, because I don't want to have any mistakes there. I will gladly send something, but just so you know.
Let me think on it, but basically I want to ask him if either he can come closer, specifically if he has that control over it, or if not, that he stays where he is.
Yeah, I happily will do that once you give me the wording. I don't want to mess this up for you.
Alright. 25 words?
25 words.
Give me a moment.
No rush. No rush. This is important. I understand that.
I mean, just to put it into perspective too, from everything that's happened over such a long period of time, I get the impression Ys is a patient man. If you tell him you have something worth waiting for, I suspect he will wait if that's the only option.
Mhm.
Just to point that out.
Yeah. I mean, like you all said, the intention was not malicious. That must count.
Well, you can't deliver them. The intention was always to honor the promise. You can't honor the promise if you were dead.
Yeah.
Hold on to the promise
So
if he's
you
outside.
had no other choice at the time.
Yes.
I'm not gonna put any of that in the message.
No, just we're
No,
just
but that's for conversation face to face. I wouldn't discuss anything else in a message.
I think we're just problem shooting here.
So you tried sending?
1 second. I'm composing the. I'm
He's
thinking about the
composing a
message.
message, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Give me 1 moment.
Cass is like spends a good 5 minutes scribbling on notes.
Yeah.
counting words.
Shush,
scribbling
shush,
more-
shush.
Yeah,
This is able thinking.
It's all good. You want the word counter website I use?
I have Word open as well.
Okay. Fuck's sake.
We are not fancy, we are simple and rustic. What?
Rustic.
Good old word.
Rustic.
Yeah. You have a specific website for it. We just use that.
Because the website counts as you type, and Word needs to you need to click on additional things.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it shows it in the lower bottom
Yeah.
bar.
Ah, okay.
Lower,
fair.
yeah, lower left, yeah.
What was the name of the city where we're headed? Like, because this is on the
Bernorum?
18th and what?
Bernorum.
What? Benorum?
Yeah, could you,
You
send in
literally
chat?
have it on the map.
Yeah, it doesn't say
No,
the
we don't.
name. It
Well, no,
doesn't
we
say the
don't.
name.
It doesn't say the
Does.
name. No, it doesn't.
No, we only have the ones where sheets are behind it.
No, Bernorum has the sheet behind it.
It doesn't highlight for me. Probably
Nope.
we would need to refresh.
Are you hovering over the
No.
correct town?
Yeah, the
Yep.
one that you're
Yeah.
pointing at.
Hovering
Yeah.
over the one you're pointing at, none of those towns are lit up.
Nope.
Configure
The only one
permissions.
that I can click on is on Vincania.
No, that's just a party.
Oh,
Vincania just has the
that-
party
that's
token.
that's why I can click on it.
Yeah, it's the party token. Yeah, because we don't have the names. Would you be so lovely to send the port town where we are stopping and then the whatever it is? Bernerum and the port town in Vincania?
That's the port town in Vincania. Oh,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
capital, you mean?
Yeah, where we are currently. Yeah.
No, that's Bernorum. This is
Oh,
where you
okay,
arrive.
We are currently in Bernorum.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
you
are in Bernerum.
arrive at the end on that 4th day. You
On
are
the
currently
21st,
somewhere
yeah.
on the sea. I have not determined where you are when you were on the 18th, because I didn't count.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're on the sea, on the ship, traveling. Somewhere. Right.
All right. Yeah.
Bernorum is where you're gonna arrive.
Okay, I have 25 words.
Give them to me.
Okay, I'm just gonna message them to you. Oh no, it's speaking them aloud to you. Never mind.
You've written it down, so Samira can just read it from the piece of paper when she sends
Yeah.
the message.
Yeah.
True. Yep.
Would be perfect. Just send it in, Chaz.
Fuck my life.
Wait, you can send message across any distance, even to other planes of existence. But it has it has 5 in 100 5% chance to not reach him. So let me just roll a d100. It reaches him. I had that in mind. I had that in mind. I was prepared. Also, what fancy fuck are you with your message?
Come on, he's fancy.
Hello, Ease. On behalf of Cassius Moore, I have what you desire. Can you come to Benorum or stay where you are, please? Sincerely yours. It is in chat. It is in chat. To Lena and
It isn't
Shanice.
yet. Yeah, I whispered it. I just composed it. Yeah, I go.
You're so fucking fancy, really now.
Of course. Come on.
Really yours.
You saw him.
kidding me?
You saw the man.
God, I feel like a peasant with mine.
He appreciates this. Trust me.
Yeah. Speaking of rustic, my messages are rustic.
No, it is Shinny that's composing a message.
Uh-huh. We're just chilling. Chilling, waiting for the villain. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I make sure to echo, like, I usually forget what was said and I rephrase, but this time I echo word for word whatever I get. Benorum, how amusing. Tell him it would be very rude of me to set up shop there, but I will gladly wait for him here.
Benorum? How amusing.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Samir.
For you, happy to.
Well. Field trip?
Where is it?
Take out the map again, to fold out the map, and point where the school is,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh.
point where Conduin is.
That's a while. That's a way. Wow.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, I let the message go through. Yeah.
Ugh. I don't like that. That feels slimy.
And you see Cassius is like kind of like shudder. Great.
Great.
He has at least sent me a message back as well.
Ah, okay.
I sorry, like Shinny, I don't respond to that, by the way. It's just like leave. Like, alrighty then. Yeah, he tells me to give his heartfelt greetings to the man who took his heart.
Oh, I don't like that. I
Gonna
don't.
be difficult since I definitely didn't meet anyone. But yeah, I'm thinking. Gears are turning. You see Cassius just kind of like stop and like think. No. I have an idea, but
Something seems really sketchy.
oh, okay. Then I was completely off. Yeah, and that's why it also would be rude. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fuck.
Nearby bucket, just to be safe.
Fuck my life. Just fucking end me right now.
Okay, what happened now?
The man who took his heart. And it would be rude for him to set up shop in Bernoran.
Oh.
His heart.
Here? In Menorm?
In Bernoran.
Fuck. Oh no. And now you would know. Oh no. Do you feel anything else? Is something reacting?
Ginny, do I feel anything else that's okay acting? Yeah. Basically.
Just wondering if the I was just wondering if the knowledge was enough.
Yeah, but if there's a range, I can't be near there. Is that if I have to carry that fucking, if I would even get it, And I don't know how long I can carry his fucking heart around.
It's a heart. You'd have to get it from a person, right?
I would have to get it first, but if I know where it is, it would also pull me towards there.
Fucking hell.
We have to skip that town.
We need to talk to Creo then.
The fact that you already know it's there is probably enough.
Well, Layla will point out that, well, I mean, you don't know where exactly.
Yeah, but I cannot go looking for it right as we arrive. Because if we have no way to get to Conluan fast, and I mean fast.
No, we have ways. Well, I mean, it's not teleportation, but it's like the stuff that the Hohians pulled. Like, you turn into, like, a very fast cloud.
Breeze? Yeah.
In the school, you mean?
Yes.
And the school's how many days travel from Benorm?
The school is in Bernorum, you guys.
The school is in Benorm? I thought it wasn't. I
The
thought it
school's
was
in
extra travel.
Vintia. It's like in Vintia, right?
Yes, Bernorum is in Vintia.
I thought you meant Benorm is Vincania where we are gonna dock.
Okay, stop.
Okay. I
What's
was
the, name,
confused.
what's the name of the fucking town where the party token is right now?
You like that's the capital from Vincania, Marcusium.
Yeah.
That's
I thought
That's
that
the
was
answer.
Benorm.
Type that in chat.
Yeah, please.
please, because I thought that was the capital of Vincrania.
Yeah.
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 You've confused everybody, Shinny, because you've not been paying attention to what people were asking.
Marcusium. Okay,
Well,
we're going
like,
towards Marcusium.
it took you one day to reach Marcusium. You're way
What?
past Marcusium when you are experiencing this. This is why I said it doesn't matter where you are in between. You haven't really done landfall. You're constantly traveling for 4 days.
Oh,
Once
so
you
on the
leave
21st we are in Vintia. Okay.
So what's
we're
the name of
so
the town you're
confused.
traveling to in Vintia?
Bernorum.
Bonora.
On the 21st, you arrive in Bernorum. You haven't made landfall anywhere else in the meantime.
Yeah, I thought on the 21st we were in Vincania, in Mercusium.
No, again,
Completely different
the
thought
Mother
process.
of Mercy is insanely fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's irrelevant. All the information you've given us up until this point has been incorrect on what the town's name was.
No?
Yes, we asked you several times what the name of the town was where we were.
Yes,
And
and this
kept
is what
saying
I kept
Bernorum,
Bernorum
and
because it
party
didn't even
token.
occur to me. Like, yeah, but I
The
didn't see you
party
moving.
token is currently in
I
Vincania.
didn't see you
If you
move the
stop talking over people and just listen for a second. The party token is in Vincania and has been for a very long time.
Yes, but you put it there,
What that-
ignoring what I said originally. I said it takes you 4
I
days to
I
reach
didn't put
Bernorum.
anything anywhere.
Yes.
That token's just been there.
Yeah, I haven't put it there. Like, it took you 4 days to reach Bernorum, and this is the information I gave you. So, like,
Okay, and the
Right.
fact the
Move
party
the-
token is there made everybody think that.
yeah, but I didn't put it there, Chris. That's
Yeah,
like,
neither did I.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
that's where the confusions come from. That's all I'm
so-
pointing at.
It's in the upper, over there, yeah.
there. Yes.
Okay, alright.
Okay, that's okay. It's cleared up now.
Yeah, it took you from Harmonera to Bernorum 4 days.
So we spent like months in fucking Terria, and now we're just speed running through.
Yeah, again, the Mother of Mercy is insanely fast. I keep emphasizing this, like, at her full speed. Like, Samira would be baffled at how fast this ship is. This is not just like how it is built. There is additional probable magical reinforcement to make it this fast.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, all irrelevant.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Okay. Now I.
Okay,
Now it
but,
makes a bit
but
more
this
sense.
is on the 18th, so that means we're probably somewhere like still like,
Like here or something.
yeah, somewhere like here or whatever. Exactly. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would make sense. or maybe further. But okay,
All right, now it. my
That's the 18th.
brain-
okay.
I mean,
Back.
I'm just
the gas
floating this. If we sailed that in 4 days,
Yeah, but
You
how will
cannot
we get
fly
over
the ship across the continent. There's
there? Yeah,
no
we can't.
ship route.
we don't need to. It's a 14-day journey to the town in Adlia, where ES's shop is.
Yeah, but Layla said the cloud thingy they had in the school anyway, so that would be
Yeah,
shortcutting land travel.
It just seems that we just need some time in Bernoran because we have to find this person. And
yeah. I'm just pointing out if it's going to take longer than 14 days to get to the town in Adlia with the cloud far, then the ship is faster.
Well,
Literally sailing the coastline all the way around.
would someone have like Layla or the others researchers have experience how fast it would be with that?
240 miles in 8 hours.
Which is
can't read. So
that's 200. Yeah, there.
basically
Yeah, around about yeah.
But
here.
then
That's
could
like
we
a-
cast it again or not?
Yes, like
Scrolls of
the
it.
scrolls of it. Yes.
So you can
So you're going to
basically
need 3 of those scrolls, basically.
Yes.
3
Well,
days, yeah.
three times 4.
And actually, she would
Five.
not even requisition scrolls, but like something you can crush, so you don't have to be skilled at casting it. Like a one-time use item, multiple of them.
Okay, if that's available, then yeah, that's the fastest way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, then it would take 3 days basically.
Well, unfortunately for you, that answers the get the heart now, ask
It
questions
would take
later
you
problem.
3 times 8 hours.
Yeah.
So we're arriving in Bernoran, requisitioning 3 one-use items, and then killing someone and disappearing.
Wait, we don't have to kill someone,
It's a heart.
We gotta take his
Cassius.
heart.
but it's not. Who says it's gonna be attached? The first one was in a lead box. The second one was on a lead box. This might be in a lead case.
The man who has my heart.
Who stole
Who-
my
Yeah,
heart,
but he might
Cassius?
have it in his possession. Not
He
his-
might.
Yeah, okay, okay.
It
yeah.
doesn't necessarily
saying
mean it's
it's a-
bound to him.
I'm just saying, I just want you to be aware it's a possibility that
It
either
might
it's
be.
in person, either it's just in that box, or the person doesn't even want to part with it, even if it's not in the body.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
all very
so
true. So we would
Going
need-
in on the worst assumption, the fact that he's bound to a heart.
Yeah.
What are we
But-
doing?
But we take the person. We don't have to
So
cut it
you
out.
want Yes to kill him, not us.
It doesn't mean we have to fucking kill anyone. If this, I don't know. We are operating on zero information here. I
We're
would-
operating on worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, but
You're either delivering someone to die, or killing them and delivering the heart yourself.
neither
Or
of those seem
if
like
you're lucky,
perfect.
the person hasn't been done, and the heart is in a lead-lined box. And then you don't need to kill anyone.
What are you implying here?
Do you have a choice?
Never mind.
You made a promise, Cassius. You've got to fulfill that promise.
I know. I'm painfully aware.
Or find a way to break it.
I don't know.
Fucking hell. The first way of which is.
At least it's all in this school, and that was the first. That was the original goal anyway. To talk with someone there, who might know more.
Yeah.
And if there is no other option, then at least I want to know who it is who I'm dooming for my own survival.
We don't know if
wanna
it
see-
is
I
that
would-
yet. I just hope
I
it is
don't-
not.
I don't know, but if it's the worst case scenario, I want to know who it is.
How about we do this? Layla will suggest. I sincerely doubt that they have these items just laying around that we need. It's probably gonna take a day or two for them to be made. How about you just relax for a few days and you leave it to the rest of us to take a look around and see what we can find out. What you don't know doesn't affect you. And if we find something that we find is not manageable for you, she just looks at the rest. If he
We'll take
doesn't
care of
know,
it.
we can take care of it.
Put that on you.
For you, yes.
If it is attached to someone, I have to be the one that
You
does
will
it, not
never
because
know. You will never know.
If it's
Not
attached
because
to
of
someone-
because it's not some
Yes,
fucking
you will
promise. But
never
if I'm dooming someone to fucking die or killing someone for this shit, I'm not putting that on you.
You will
Then I'm
never
doing it
know.
myself. Then I'm doing it myself.
You will never know, Cassius. Just
No
you
one
will never
needs-
know.
Cannot you
No one needs to die. The only information you have is that the person who has his heart is in Benorum.
It's all you know.
That's all you know.
That's all I know now. But if it's attached to him,
Yeah. And if you find out, for example, that that person is no longer in Benorum, but you don't know where, what then?
Yeah. Could just as well be a traveler. I don't know.
And you're acting. We're acting for you. So it's not like you're not actively looking for it. We will look for it for you.
the looking for it is fine. But I will at least.
If you have to busy yourself, there's another reasons to go to the school that are just as important.
That is all fine. I'm not talking about any promise shit. I'm talking about because we're speaking in worst case scenario anyway. then
Look, we
this is
cannot all.
important.
There's multiple things that need to be done. You need to use the library and figure out all these stuff that you can find, and that will take you days. We have to wait for the items, and that will take days. In those days, we will be looking, and maybe we will not find anything.
Yeah, we don't even know what kind of person that is.
Just
it's
leave it to
all
us.
up in the air. It could, yeah. It's all up in the air.
Okay.
It could be another fucking bimbo that has it. We don't know. We don't know.
All right.
We just have to take it as it comes. Alright?
I guess. Yeah. Like I said, side trip.
Okay, awesome. Throughout the next few days, Layla will pull Viera aside.
Mhm.
Layla will pull Viera aside as well, for a conversation, which is like, look, when we reach our destination, I will help you look, and then I need to leave.
Yeah, sure.
There's other things I need to look for. I need to continue looking for the discs and for the last pieces. I need the artifacts there.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever is out there, the artifacts will help us find a way to deal with it.
What makes you so sure of that?
I have it on good authority. She gives you like the look of like, I can't tell you more, which You know from your own pact how tricky that is.
All good. I mean, I still need the artifacts too, so that's not a diminished goal by any stretch of the imagination. So
We'll keep in touch.
Anything-
You know, I'll tell you what. The school has stones of sending.
mhm,
I'll get you one. I'll take the other. Nobody needs to
sure,
know.
sure.
All right.
What I will tell you is that the researchers already know how to locate the discs using the items we
Well,
have.
this is why we were on the way here. I know that. I will probably continue on with the researchers finding the items.
Mhm.
I can't go with you. I want to, but I can't.
Sure.
But we'll stay in touch. All right.
Yeah. No worries.
I just don't.
With regards to the heart, don't worry about it. I've already got an idea that will probably solve the problem.
What's the idea?
The less people that know, the better, I suspect.
All right. You know what? Maybe I should just leave the search entirely to you and Samira. And
Yeah.
the sooner I get on my way, the better.
Highly likely.
I want to tell him, but I want him to focus on himself, so I'm just going to leave. I'm bad at saying goodbye.
I think you've known him long enough that you probably should say goodbye at this point.
Let's put it like this. If I stay to say goodbye, I might not leave at all.
You will, because I'm going to throw you out, because you still need to find the items.
She grins. All right, then I'll say goodbye to him. Don't tell him anything in the meantime.
Alright. Your secrets are safe, as always.
All right. And that's like, and then she walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Before the 21st, and also like after the conversation of the whole heart thing and everything, Samira's gonna pull Viera aside.
Amazing.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
So, what are we going to do regarding the heart?
I have the ability to locate objects, and Avahara has the ability to locate people.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two, we're going to figure out who it is, and we're going
Yeah.
to tell them that their life is in danger and Yis has come calling, and that they need to fuck off or die.
Okay. Good.
And the only thing we tell Cassius is that we tracked him down and found out that he knew we were coming and has left, and that's all we know.
Good. Good.
And what he doesn't know from that point on can't affect him.
Exactly.
You can certainly track it, and I can certainly, in air quotes, do my best to track him, but send us in completely the wrong direction, and Cassius will never know.
Exactly. Kind of like we talked once before.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
As long as he isn't aware, it shouldn't be a problem.
correct. And he can't read our thoughts, he can't do anything like that, so make sure you keep your amulet on at all times.
Will do.
And it's a misdirection game from this point on.
Good. I just want to check base with you on that.
And at some point we just say, look, we've been looking for a while, we're not going to find anything now, let's deliver what we have got.
Exactly. That seems a bit more pressing then.
Yeah, exactly. And then we can deliver that and say that we went looking for the heart, but there was no sign of him, he got wind of it and left, and we will keep on the search. And that's his whole promise in the first place, to search. So
Mm-hmm. That's true. Awesome. That makes that relieves me. Okay. Perfect. We can do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just tie me in on whatever, and I'm there. If you need me for on distraction, I'm there for distraction. If you need me on anything search wise, I'm there. Just let me know.
Will do.
All right.
Okay. Can you still not see the icon in?
And so far zoomed out, I can't see anything.
Let me reload.
Because
Let
I'm
me reload.
very confused that people can't see this.
Fucking
No.
everyone to be taking part, fucking people talking about me and shit. Fine. Next character, he will have detect faults, and I will tell nobody. Nobody!
Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky.
No, there's no town icons.
Nope.
Click
None of that, no.
I can click.
None
But you
of
can
that.
still see the one in Hohia.
I can now see Mercutium
two?
and Matranum.
Yeah. Hohia doesn't have everything.
But here doesn't. It has the coastal northern stuff, but that's it. It doesn't have anything down the road.
Fuck's sake, I like set
It
the
has-
entire folder to be.
Yeah, it has
Has-
these. It has these two.
Yeah.
These two doesn't. This
It's got
doesn't
Northgate
either.
and Bones of Remembrance.
Yeah, these do we have too.
We've got Hollowstone, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
we've
Garland,
got
we only have hired a
we've got
Hollowstone Northgate.
Marcusium. We've got Martrinum now. We didn't have that before. We don't have anything else along the west coast at all. We've just
Oh,
got
these two are suddenly here.
Oh, those two.
Oh,
are
it's the.
sitting there.
Yeah, you're giving us access to them. I see right now. in the
Yeah,
channels.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dirtus?
I already did it. Observer. Dirtus.
Okay, yeah, Benaram.
Yeah, there we go.
Now
There we
things
go.
are happening.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so I had to do it for each folder
Yeah.
individually, which is silly.
Hey, Benaram has a frog town.
The map of Mercutium has Northgate on it.
What?
The
Yeah,
map of Benorium gives me a map link, and that's it.
yeah, it's a map link, but like if you click on a map link of Mercutium, it says also like everywhere in Northgate.
No, it's called Northgate and Westgate, and there's a castle.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
But
Nice.
it's actually the town of Marcusium.
Yeah, it's the
Those are
Part
the
of the
city
town.
districts.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
I like this map.
That's only confusing because we happen to go through the one town called Northgate.
Northgate, yeah. which was also the northern gate of a city, but Barge Church. Alright.
Aria, configure permissions.
Northgate, I see
server.
what you mean.
Yeah, I was like, for a second there, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
We're
but then
on
you
map.
see Westgate, and then it makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, we have to go to Cavigana. They have an alley called Cheese Alley. Let's get some
Well,
cheese.
Okay, you
Well,
should now see
That's a
everything
moldy place.
that I put down.
Boo,
I only put
Chris.
down stuff where you like in the countries you've been so far and like the towns you pinged, basically.
We are seeing all of the cities on the coast though, including Lalia.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's fine.
Haven has a char garden, and it's pretty charred.
Hey, Haven Enclave has a map that shows you it's still standing.
Yeah, well,
It's also very confusing map because the
Char
coast.
Harbor is charred indeed.
Those
The
are
coast
automatically
is-
generated. Yeah, it's fine. It's not perfect.
The coast is on the opposite side.
Oh, shush!
the map is turned around. They use a different
Anyway.
north.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I'm calling the session here so we can roll hit points.
Oh, level
Yes.
up.
Level up!
Because
Do we
you-
actually get to level up now?
Yeah, you get to level up now
Oh, fuck
to
yeah.
level 7 because by the time you're done with all the magic items and stuff and all this, you'll be level 7.
Yeah.
So anyway-
Alright, who's gonna roll for the hit dice?
I'm not.
Wow. Boo.
We shall see.
I'm definitely going to.
Okay.
Go nuts.
Bye.